Nestled in the vast steppes of Kazakhstan lies a place of intrigue and wonder known as the Baikonur Cosmodrome. This secret city has been pivotal in the realm of space exploration and remains a symbol of the ambitious spirit of humanity. While many view the cosmos as a boundless frontier, Baikonur serves as a historical epicenter where dreams of the unknown have transformed into realities. Baikonur is the world's first and largest space launch facility, with its roots tracing back to the early days of the space race during the Cold War. Established in 1955, this remarkable site has witnessed numerous landmark events that have shaped space exploration. Imagine the thrill and uncertainty felt by pioneers as they prepared to leave Earth's surface, venturing into the great beyond, encapsulated within metal behemoths of technology. This is where history was written with every launch. The very name Baikonur can be translated to mean rich in light, an apt description for a facility that has illuminated the path to outer space for decades. As you delve deeper into its history, you'll discover that Baikonur was originally a well-kept secret, hidden away from prying eyes and foreign adversaries. The Soviet Union strategically chose this remote location, where the flat landscape offered vast areas for testing rockets and spacecraft. It was a site unburdened by the constraints of urban development, allowing for ambitious experiments that would push the boundaries of science and technology. In 1961, the Baikonur Cosmodrome reached a significant milestone when Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth. His 108-minute flight aboard Vostok 1 not only marked a triumphant moment in Russian history, but it signified the heights to which human aspiration and ingenuity could soar. The stories of these early space explorers resonate today, stirring an inherent curiosity in us to learn more about the universe surrounding our pale blue dot. Throughout the decades that followed, Baikonur continued to be a centerpiece for various missions, including the iconic Apollo-Soyuz test project in 1975, which marked the first international crewed spaceflight. Imagine the camaraderie forged amidst the backdrop of geopolitical tensions as astronauts from different parts of the world came together in a shared quest for discovery. That endeavor represented a remarkable collaboration, one that transcended borders and ideologies, uniting humankind under the shared sky. Today, Baikonur remains active and has evolved alongside contemporary advances in technology. The famed Soyuz program, which began in the 1960s, continues to operate from Baikonur, providing regular missions to the International Space Station, ISS. The facility also hosts various international partnerships, where scientists, engineers, and astronauts from multiple countries gather to pursue the shared goal of exploring beyond our planet. As one wanders through the various launch pads and facilities at Baikonur, you can sense the weight of history in the air. From sleek rockets poised on launch pads to the chambers where astronauts underwent rigorous training, each corner of this vast site tells a story of innovation and determination. The control room, with its array of blinking lights and screens, resonates with the echoes of past missions, where engineers and mission controllers guided brave souls into orbit. In addition to being a hub of rocket launches, Baikonur has also delved into scientific research. The cosmos holds countless secrets, and through experiments conducted in space, we have sought answers to some of humanity's most profound questions. What lies beyond the stars? Are we alone in the universe? These inquiries have fueled our desire to explore, making Baikonur a critical player in the search for extraterrestrial life and understanding our place in the cosmos. With technological advancements, Baikonur has transformed, integrating modern facilities alongside its storied past. Newer launch complexes and training centers have sprouted, exemplifying how the quest for knowledge adapts and evolves with the times. Moreover, public interest in space exploration has surged, bringing a new generation of enthusiasts to Baikonur, eager to witness the liftoff of rockets and the promise of new discoveries. Exploring Baikonur provides a fascinating glimpse into the complexities and challenges of space exploration. It has stood as a testament to human perseverance, showcasing our ability to overcome obstacles and venture into the unknown. As we continue to reach for the stars, Baikonur remains a beacon, illuminating the path ahead for future generations. Visitors to this remarkable site are often struck by its mysterious aura, where the vastness of the landscape meets the monumental achievements of mankind. Standing amidst the launch pads, or overlooking the historic facilities, one can't help but ponder what lies ahead in our continued journey into the cosmos. The stories of bravery, ambition, and discovery crafted at Baikonur remind us that the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning of an endless frontier waiting to be explored. As you reflect on this unique location, consider the countless individuals who contributed to the legacy of Baikonur Cosmodrome. From engineers to scientists and astronauts, their determination and vision have captured the imagination of people around the world. The dreams born here continue to inspire us to look beyond our immediate horizons and explore the possibilities that await in the universe. So, let us hang our hats in awe of this remarkable achievement, for within the confines of Kazakhstan's secret city lies the essence of human curiosity and a reminder that our journey among the stars is only just beginning. Each launch is a celebration of our dreams, an echo of our aspirations, and a testament to where we have been and where we are headed next. North Korea is a country filled with mystique and intrigue, often described as a place where the modern world meets an age-old narrative of isolation. Among the most captivating aspects of this enigmatic nation are its forbidden zones, areas that are shrouded in secrecy and closed to outsiders. These regions elicit curiosity, revealing glimpses into a way of life that remains largely hidden from global scrutiny. One of the most well-known forbidden zones in North Korea is the capital city, Pyongyang. Although it is not entirely off-limits, access is heavily restricted. Visitors are typically required to stay with government-approved guides and follow strict itineraries. This carefully curated experience provides a glimpse into the city's grand monuments, such as the iconic Kim Il-sung Square and the towering Juche Tower, but rarely exposes the realities of everyday life for many North Koreans. As you wander through Pyongyang, the sleek architecture and vibrant propaganda art give an impression of a flourishing society, yet forbidden areas reveal the contrasts that exist just beyond the surface. Beyond the capital, another mysterious region is the Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, which serves as the border separating North Korea from South Korea. This heavily fortified area spans a few kilometers, filled with barracks, guard towers, and barbed wire, representing one of the most militarized borders in the world. Visitors can observe a part of this zone, but the reality of the territory remains hidden. The stark division symbolizes not just geopolitics, but also the lives of families torn apart for decades, living just a stone's throw away from each other yet unable to reunite. Moving away from urban centers, the northern region near the border with China contains a series of zones that are often inaccessible. These areas have been designated as special economic zones, where some limited capitalism exists, parallel to the party-controlled economy of the country. Towns like Rizan illustrate the dichotomy of life within these borders, as they experience elements of trade and commerce while the surrounding regions maintain strict adherence to state control. The stark contrast between the opportunities within these zones and the restrictions of the centralized system is both compelling and thought-provoking. The mountainous terrains of North Korea also hold their own secrets. Areas such as Mount Paektu are steeped in cultural significance and are considered sacred by many North Koreans. This volcanic mountain, which stands at the border between North Korea and China, is known for its breathtaking beauty and rich legends. Access to these areas is restricted, as they are designated as national parks and are often related to the ruling family's propaganda and narratives. The stories that emerge from these landscapes encapsulate the blend of reverence and strategic manipulation by the state. Exploration of North Korea's forbidden zones would not be complete without mentioning the numerous abandoned towns and remnants of past endeavors scattered throughout the countryside. Ghost cities such as Samjian feature crumbling buildings and vacant streets, telling stories of the lives once lived there. This surreal experience gives an eerie insight into the realities faced by those who have succumbed to the changing tides of ideologies and political agendas. The underground tunnels purportedly used by the North Korean military add another layer of mystery to the nation's story. These extensive networks are believed to connect various cities and military installations, allowing for swift movements and strategic advantages. However, the specifics of these tunnels remain classified, making them a topic of speculation and intrigue both inside and outside the nation. Additionally, some regions are marked as, quote, off-limits, due to ongoing military exercises or the presence of sensitive facilities. Areas housing missile launch sites and military bases are hidden from plain sight, underscoring a level of secrecy that fuels external curiosity. Many wonder what advanced technologies and military capabilities lie within these confined spaces, making them hotbeds for international interest and concern. In the context of technology, cyber warfare has become another aspect of North Korea's clandestine regions. Although primarily associated with hacking and cyber espionage, this modern form of secrecy reflects North Korea's desire to engage with the outside world, while simultaneously keeping its most advanced technologies under wraps. The digital landscape of secrecy extends to cyber units that operate from undisclosed locations, pushing the boundaries of what is known and understood about this isolated country. As we journey through North Korea's forbidden zones, the compelling narratives tied to these areas gradually come to life. With each restricted locale, the stories of the past and present intertwine, creating a narrative rich with complexities. The boundaries that confine these regions also serve as metaphors for the broader issues at play in North Korea, issues of governance, culture, and the enduring human spirit. In essence, exploring North Korea's forbidden zones evokes a sense of wonder and fascination, revealing the multifaceted layers of a nation caught between history and modernity. The restricted access invites inquiry and contemplation, as people from around the world seek to understand a country that remains largely hidden from view. In a world filled with information and connectivity, the mystique of North Korea stands as a reminder of the mysteries that persist, waiting to be unraveled. The Vatican's hidden archives are a treasure trove of history, mystery, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. Tucked away behind the grand facade of St. Peter's Basilica, these archives tell stories that span centuries. The sheer scale of the collection is breathtaking. Imagine a library filled with over 80 million documents, each one a piece of humanity's intricate puzzle. The archives have been in existence since the 4th century, initially serving as the private record-keeping space for the popes. However, by the 17th century, it began to expand into what we now know as a vast repository of historical documents. What makes these archives particularly fascinating is not just the number of documents, but the nature of the materials housed within. Each piece is a whisper of the past, capturing moments that shaped not only the Catholic Church but the world as a whole. From correspondence between popes and emperors to detailed accounts of historical events, there is a limitless potential for discovery within the vaulted walls of the archives. Consider how letters from the Renaissance period reveal not only political maneuvering, but also the very nature of human thought and culture at the time. For instance, imagine reading through the letters of Galileo Galilei, who famously faced the Inquisition for his views on heliocentrism. These documents could provide priceless insights into the intellectual struggles of the 17th century, reflecting the tension between science and faith. It's stories like these that ignite curiosity about what else is hidden within the meticulously stacked boxes and shelves. Another captivating aspect of the Vatican's hidden archives is the level of security and maintenance involved. Access to these documents is highly restricted. Only scholars and researchers who meet stringent criteria have the opportunity to delve into their depths. While this preserves the integrity of the documents, it also adds an aura of secrecy. What knowledge lies just out of reach? The answer remains tantalizingly elusive. Some documents in the archives have been rumored to contain discussions about the Church's connection to various historical events, potentially altering our understanding of them. Think about the possibility of finding records detailing the responses of the Vatican to world wars, or documents related to pivotal political deals involving world leaders. These findings could reshape narratives that have been accepted for generations. Furthermore, imagine discovering a letter from a pope to Christopher Columbus, discussing the discoveries of the New World. Such a correspondence could provide insight into the Church's role during a time of great exploration that drastically changed global demographics and trade. Every document has the potential to enlighten us on the relationship between faith and the evolving narrative of human civilization. As researchers and historians sift through the layers of history, they not only uncover documents, but also uncover stories that have been long buried. The recent examination of records found evidence of medieval views on disease and how they impacted societal responses during the plague. These documents paint a vivid picture of how fear, faith, and science interacted in times of crisis. Additionally, the Vatican's archives hold more than just papal correspondence. They contain records of trials, decrees, and even art that the Church has commissioned throughout the centuries. Envision pieces that reflect the artistry and the religious fervor of the times, each telling a story about faith and devotion. It showcases how art and religion have coexisted, influencing each other in a dance that continues to shape culture today. The whispers of heretics, the echoes of reformers, and the testimonies of those marginalized fill the spaces of these archives. There are tales of people whose lives were dramatically affected by the Church's decisions, and those whose stories were never widely told. The archives serve as a monument to the complexity of faith and humanity, documenting a narrative that transcends time. Peering into the Vatican's hidden archives is like opening a door to a long-forgotten room in a massive estate. The dust might be thick, But behind it lies a richness of human experience. Each document, each note, is an invitation to explore the layers of our shared history. As the 21st century unfolds, the role of digital technology is also slowly reshaping access to these mighty archives. With increasing interest from scholars and the public alike, efforts are being made to digitize portions of the collection, making them more accessible. This could lead to new revelations and insights, building on the work of historians and researchers who have dedicated their lives to unraveling these mysteries. The Vatican's hidden archives represent not just the past, but also the potential for future understanding. They hold the keys to questions that remain unanswered, allowing us to rethink accepted narratives and encouraging us to delve deeper into the stories that define our existence. Who knows what secrets remain locked away in those archives, waiting for the right moment to resurface and shape our perceptions of history and faith. The allure of the unknown beckons, inviting curiosity and exploration into the rich tapestry of humanity's journey. Bhutan, often referred to as the land of the Thunder Dragon, is a small kingdom nestled in the eastern Himalayas, bordered by India and China. It is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, rich culture, and an unwavering commitment to preserving its traditions. Among the many wonders that this enchanting kingdom has to offer, its hidden valleys stand out as undiscovered gems, waiting to be explored. These valleys, steeped in mystery and often shrouded in natural beauty, are not just breathtaking in their scenery, but also deeply rooted in the spiritual and cultural heritage of Bhutan. One of the most fascinating aspects of Bhutan's hidden valleys is their isolation. Many of these valleys are tucked away from the mainstream tourist routes, accessible only by challenging treks or winding mountain roads. This seclusion has allowed these areas to maintain their traditional ways of life, offering a glimpse into a world that feels untouched by time. For example, the beautiful Phobjika Valley, famous for its stunning landscapes and the rare black-necked cranes that migrate here in winter, is a perfect representation of Bhutan's commitment to preserving its wildlife and natural habitats. The local community has worked tirelessly to protect the environment while valuing their cultural traditions. Venturing into the hidden valleys, one can witness the colorful festivals that punctuate the agricultural calendar. In the remote village of Bumthang, you can experience the Jambe Lakang Drup, a festival that celebrates the region's rich history. Here, locals gather in traditional attire to perform dances that tell stories of ancient legends and deities, connecting the community to its ancestry. The dances, accompanied by the sounds of traditional instruments, create an atmosphere filled with joy and reverence. Another captivating valley is the serene Ha Valley, known for its lush rice fields and captivating landscapes. As you wander through its picturesque villages, you might encounter families engaged in farming, a testament to the age-old practices that have been passed down through generations. The valley also hosts unique temples, such as the Ha Summer Festival, where visitors can enjoy local foods, arts, and music while participating in traditional sports like archery. Interacting with friendly locals and learning about their way of life offers a deeper appreciation of Bhutanese culture. In addition, the hidden valleys are often home to ancient monasteries that sit perched on cliffs or nestled among the rolling hills. For instance, the Taksang Monastery, also known as the Tiger's Nest, is a remarkable site that, while not exactly hidden, represents the spiritual heart of Bhutan. However, beyond it lies the tranquil valleys of Paro, where other lesser-known monasteries await discovery. These sacred sites, adorned with intricate paintings and carvings, provide insights into the practices of Buddhism, which is a cornerstone of Bhutanese identity. Nature lovers and adventurers will find an abundance of hidden natural beauty within these valleys. The landscapes change dramatically with altitude, creating a mosaic of environments that range from verdant green fields to towering snow-capped mountains. During certain seasons, particularly spring, these valleys burst into color with blooming wildflowers and lush vegetation, making each visit a unique experience. The fauna and flora are as diverse as they are beautiful, from the Buddhist prayer flags fluttering in the wind to the majestic eagles soaring above, offering a sense of freedom and tranquility. From the deeper valleys to the high mountain passes, the journey through Bhutan's hidden valleys is as much about the people as it is about the land. The warmth of the Bhutanese people is palpable. They are known for their hospitality and friendliness. Sharing a meal with a local family can reveal stories, folklore, and life lessons that go beyond the picturesque landscapes. Traditional dishes like imadachi, a chili and cheese delicacy, provide an incredible culinary experience that brings forth the flavors of Bhutan. The values of gross national happiness, central to Bhutan's governance and way of life, resonate strongly within these hidden valleys. This unique philosophy emphasizes well-being over material wealth, promoting a harmonious relationship between nature, culture, and community. The valleys of Bhutan serve as a living example of this principle, showcasing how a deep connection to the land can enhance the quality of life for both residents and visitors alike. In conclusion, uncovering the hidden valleys of Bhutan reveals a tapestry of astonishing landscapes, vibrant traditions, and deeply rooted cultural practices. Each valley tells its own unique story, shaped by the geography and the people who have lived there for generations. Whether it's the joyous festivals, the breathtaking scenery, or the spirit of the Bhutanese people, there's a profound sense of peace and harmony that resonates throughout these enchanting spaces. So when you think of Bhutan, remember its hidden valleys, a world waiting to be explored, offering a glimpse into a remarkable lifestyle that honors the past while embracing the future. San Marino, a tiny landlocked country nestled within the Italian peninsula, is often overlooked in discussions about European history and politics. However, this diminutive republic boasts a wealth of intriguing narratives that weave through its governance, culture, and unique political identity. To understand San Marino's ancient governance and hidden political histories, we must journey back through time to explore its origins and evolution. The story of San Marino dates back to September 3, 301 CE, when a stonecutter named Marinus fled from the island of Rab in present-day Croatia. He sought refuge from religious persecution and eventually established a small community on Mount Titano. Over the centuries, this humble settlement grew into a recognizable entity, embodying the principles of freedom and independence. According to local legend, the republic was founded as a sanctuary for those seeking political asylum, and the ideals of hospitality and protection remain deeply embedded in its national fabric. One significant aspect of San Marino's governance is its unique political structure, which is a mix of ancient practices and modern democratic principles. San Marino is governed by a council known as the Grand and General Council, which consists of 60 members elected every 5 years. The political system is remarkable for its stability and continuity, with roots tracing back to the 13th century. This ancient governing body is one of the oldest councils in the world, illustrating how the people of San Marino have cherished their autonomy throughout centuries of turbulence in neighboring regions. The political landscape of San Marino functions distinctly compared to other nations. It operates under a system of 2 captains regent, who serve as the heads of state. These captains are elected every 6 months from the members of the Grand and General Council, a practice that fosters collaboration and prevents the concentration of power in a single individual. This rotating leadership has allowed San Marino to maintain its identity and political stability, while continuously reflecting the will of its citizens. Throughout history, San Marino has encountered various challenges, including attempts at annexation by larger neighbors such as Italy. However, the republic's fierce sense of independence has helped it resist these pressures. During the 19th century, when many Italian states were unifying into a single kingdom, San Marino managed to persevere as an independent republic. This was partly due to its strategic diplomatic initiatives, which included agreements that recognized its sovereignty while assuring mutual respect among its neighboring states. The pathways of global politics brought a multitude of visitors to San Marino, including renowned historical figures. Giuseppe Garibaldi, the famed Italian general and nationalist, once sought refuge in San Marino during his campaigns for Italian unification. This episode illustrates how San Marino has served as both a refuge and a catalyst for change throughout its existence, contributing to broader narratives of liberty and national identity in the region. Despite its small size, San Marino has developed a unique and resilient culture reflecting its rich history. The republic's architectural wonders, such as the 3 towers that crown Mount Titano, represent both its defensive past and its enduring spirit. The Guaita, Sesta, and Montelay towers serve as symbols of the strength and independence that define San Marino. In addition to its captivating history, San Marino has a thriving tradition of civic engagement. Citizens participate actively in political discourse, and the political atmosphere remains vibrant and accessible. This engagement is vital to preserving the Republic's democratic ethos and ensuring that the voices of its people are heard and respected. Town halls and community forums are platforms where citizens can express their ideas and opinions, showing how traditions can evolve in a modern context while remaining true to their roots. The legal framework of San Marino also reflects its ancient governance. The Statutes of San Marino, codified in 1600, form the foundation of its legal system. Though updated over time, many of these statutes still echo the values and principles laid down centuries ago. This commitment to legal continuity reveals the deep respect for tradition that permeates San Marino's governance. Visitors to San Marino are often enchanted by its charm, with winding cobblestone streets, captivating views, and a sense of timelessness. The Republic attracts many tourists who seek to explore its history, culture, and political legacy. Strolling through the picturesque streets, one can not only appreciate the scenic beauty, but also feel the echoes of past decisions that shaped the identity of this remarkable nation. In conclusion, exploring the Case of San Marino unveils a tapestry of rich narratives that underscore the importance of governance, autonomy, and cultural identity. The resilience demonstrated by this small republic in the face of historical challenges showcases the profound impact of preserving democratic principles tied to ancient roots. From its humble beginnings to its modern political structure, San Marino stands as a symbol of freedom, embodying the hope and ideals that continue to resonate throughout history. Its story is a testament to the enduring power of faith in liberty, individuality, and community, reminding us of the profoundness of even the smallest nations in shaping the broader course of history. As we consider San Marino's hidden political histories and governance, we are invited to reflect on the guiding principles that have allowed this republic to thrive against the odds, offering lessons that echo through time. Nestled deep within the Arctic Circle, on the remote island of Spitsbergen in the Svalbard archipelago, lies a hidden treasure known as the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. This remarkable facility, often referred to as the Doomsday Vault, serves as a global insurance policy for the world's food supply. It stores over 1 million seed samples from diverse plant species, safeguarding genetic diversity critical for agricultural resilience. The Seed Vault was officially opened on February 26, 2008. Its construction is ingeniously designed to withstand both natural and man-made disasters. Carved into a mountain of permafrost, the vault's location was chosen for its cold, stable environment, which helps preserve seeds for future generations. It stands as a testament to international cooperation, with contributions from numerous countries, scientists, and organizations, all gathering to protect valuable plant genetic resources. What makes the Svalbard Global Seed Vault particularly intriguing are the access protocols surrounding it. The vault is operated by the Norwegian government, with support from the Global Crop Diversity Trust and the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. While this serves as a backup storage facility for seeds, the understanding of who can access these seeds and when remains murky. In most cases, seeds can only be retrieved if the original source of the seeds is lost, whether due to climate change, war, or natural disasters. This exclusivity positions the Seed Vault as a crucial component in the fight against food insecurity. The mission of the Seed Vault aligns with the growing awareness of the vulnerabilities in the global food supply system. As climate change, population growth, and biodiversity loss threaten agricultural stability, preserving seeds from around the world has never been more crucial. Seeds represent the very essence of human survival, containing the potential for future crops that can thrive in changing environmental conditions. The vault is home not only to seeds of common crops like rice, wheat, and maize, but also to lesser-known varieties that hold significant cultural and nutritional value. Each seed sample is packaged and labeled meticulously to ensure the integrity of the seed is maintained during storage. When you think about it, each tiny seed holds a story, a legacy of the plants from which they come, and perhaps the future food security of entire populations. Nestled in the inhospitable Arctic conditions, the vault is a marvel of engineering. It features advanced technology to monitor temperatures and humidity levels, ensuring that the seeds remain viable for long durations. The temperature inside the tunnel is kept at -18 degrees Celsius, a consistent climate that offers ideal storage conditions. Even in the event of a power failure, the surrounding permafrost serves as an additional layer of insulation and protection. Each year, seed samples arrive from diverse regions of the globe, carefully added to the vault's vast collection. It's a testament to human ingenuity and determination to ensure a food source for future generations. These seeds are the very foundation of agriculture, providing a safeguard against the unpredictability of nature. While the Seed Vault has often been seen as a symbol of hope, it has also sparked discussions about agricultural practices, genetic diversity, and food sovereignty. The need for ethical considerations in how we manage our food systems cannot be discounted. The seeds held in this vault are not merely scientific specimens. They represent centuries of cultural history and traditional knowledge. As you ponder the significance of this global endeavor, imagine the future. Visualize a world where once popular crops have vanished from our plates, and the vault outlives many of these losses, offering the possibility of revitalization. The seeds stored in Svalbard could potentially bring back vibrant florals, hardy fruits, and vegetables that have long been forgotten or pushed to the brink of extinction. The vault itself stands as a monument not only to science, but also to collaboration between nations. Countries all over the world contribute seeds from their unique climates and ecosystems, representing a tapestry of agricultural diversity. This collaborative approach underlines the shared responsibility of humanity in preserving our planet's resources. Additionally, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is a symbol of resilience. As we face an increasingly unpredictable future with climate change, advancements in technology, and shifting agricultural trends, the vault provides reassurance that we can rebuild and adapt as needed. The importance of investing in biodiversity cannot be understated, and the vault illustrates the lengths to which we can go to ensure that no variety of plant is allowed to fade into obscurity. In conclusion, as you reflect on the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, think about the myriad possibilities that lie within those walls. Each seed serves as a reminder of the importance of diversity, cooperation, and foresight. This remarkable facility encapsulates not only the science of agriculture, but the essence of shared stewardship of our planet. A quiet sentinel in the Arctic, the vault holds the key to preserving life-sustaining crops for generations yet to come, ushering in a world where nature's bounty is always safeguarded. Nature, it seems, has an ally in Svalbard, and together they strive to ensure that humanity can weather whatever comes next. Equatorial Guinea is a small nation located on the west coast of Central Africa, comprised of a mainland region known as Rio Muni and several islands, with Bioko Island being the most significant. This country might not be on everyone's travel radar, yet it harbors secrets and surprises that are intriguing to unravel. Often, Equatorial Guinea is recognized for its wealth, primarily derived from its natural resources. It is one of Africa's top oil producers, and this industry plays a crucial role in its economy. Despite being small, Equatorial Guinea has managed to tap into its oil reserves and has experienced impressive economic growth. For those unfamiliar with the complexities of modern economies, it is striking to see how a tiny nation can significantly impact the global oil market. However, wealth in Equatorial Guinea is not equally distributed. A significant portion of the population lives in impoverished conditions, which stands in stark contrast to the opulence enjoyed by a select few. The country is often described as having a rich elite juxtaposed against a majority struggling for basic necessities. This disparity is one of the intriguing aspects of Equatorial Guinea. The coexistence of wealth and poverty paints a complex picture of its social landscape. When discussing Equatorial Guinea, one cannot overlook the political intrigue that surrounds it. The political atmosphere is heavily influenced by President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, who has been in power since 1979. His rule is characterized by an autocratic style, with little room for dissent or opposition. This dictatorial approach has led to numerous allegations of human rights abuses, making the political scene both controversial and fascinating. Opposition in Equatorial Guinea faces significant challenges. Political dissent is often met with resistance, and the government maintains strict control over the media and public discourse. This restrictive environment contributes to the country's enigma, where information can be hard to come by, and much of what is known is shaped by external perspectives rather than local narratives. Equatorial Guinea's history is also rife with complexities. The country gained independence from Spain in 1968, yet the legacy of colonialism still influences its present dynamics. For instance, the extraction of natural resources has roots in colonial practices, leading many to examine how historical exploitation shapes current economic realities. The country is rich in biodiversity, boasting lush rainforests and unique wildlife. Places like the Monte Allen National Park offer glimpses into the vibrant ecosystems that thrive within its borders. The natural beauty contrasts sharply with the political and economic struggles, showcasing the duality of Equatorial Guinea's identity. Travelers who venture into these parks witness the magnificent wildlife, such as the rare drill monkey or the forest elephants, making it a must-visit for nature enthusiasts. Equatorial Guinea's culture is a tapestry woven from various influences, given its history and diverse ethnic groups. The Fang, Vubi, and Indewe are just a few of the primary ethnic communities, each contributing to the unique cultural landscape of the nation. Traditional music and dance play significant roles in their customs, with rhythms that can be felt deep within the soul. Visiting local festivals can provide a glimpse into the joyous expressions of the people, showcasing their vibrancy and resilience. Cuisine in Equatorial Guinea is another delightful aspect to explore. It reflects a combination of African, Spanish, and even Portuguese influences. Dishes like pepper soup and kiko reveal the country's flavorful approach to food. The use of fresh, local ingredients is evident in meals that highlight the bounty of both land and sea. Even stepping into a local eatery can be an adventure in discovery, as each meal carries the essence of the culture and history that has shaped it. Despite its challenges, Equatorial Guinea's spirit remains unbroken. The people are known for their warmth and hospitality, extending kindness to visitors, and creating a welcoming environment. Engaging with locals offers an invaluable opportunity to gain deeper insights into their daily lives and aspirations, revealing layers to the national narrative that are often overlooked. As you ponder the secrets of Equatorial Guinea, consider not just its political and economic structures, but also its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. The juxtaposition of wealth and poverty, the complexities of governance, and the vibrant traditions of its people invite curiosity and exploration. This dynamic nation is more than its reputation. It is a place with stories waiting to be shared and experiences ready to be discovered. Whether through its stunning landscapes, eclectic cuisine, or rich culture, Equatorial Guinea encapsulates a hidden world that continues to intrigue and inspire. Nestled on the island of Borneo, the Sultanate of Brunei is a small yet fascinating nation, often described as a hidden gem in Southeast Asia. Despite its modest size, covering roughly 5,765 square kilometers, Brunei's cultural richness and historical significance make it a unique destination for those interested in exclusive experiences. Brunei, officially known as Brunei Darussalam, translates to Abode of Peace, and indeed, this title is fitting. The country is ruled by a monarchy with a lineage that stretches back centuries. Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah, who has been on the throne since 1967, embodies the nation's tradition and wealth. He leads not only as a political figure but also as a symbol of the deep-rooted cultural heritage that permeates Brunei society. The culture of Brunei is a blend of Malay traditions and Islamic influences, which are evident in various aspects of daily life. Malay is the official language, and many aspects of the nation's rich heritage are tied to its Malay roots. You will find stunning architecture that reflects traditional designs intertwined with modern influences. For instance, the Jame Asr Hassanil Bolkiah Mosque, with its golden domes and intricate carvings, serves not only as a religious site, but also as an architectural marvel that attracts visitors from around the globe. Religion plays a vital role in Bruneian culture. Islam is the predominant faith, and its principles are woven into the legal and social fabric of the nation. Visitors may notice that the call to prayer resonates throughout the streets, and the presence of mosques is a significant aspect of the landscape. It is a common sight to witness the dignified manner in which the locals observe their religious practices, offering a glimpse into the deeply personal connections they cultivate with their faith. One cannot explore Brunei without acknowledging its unique culinary heritage. Bruneian cuisine is influenced by its Malay roots and is replete with rich flavors and aromatic spices. Traditional dishes, such as nasi katok, offer a delightful experience of the local palate, often consisting of rice served with fried chicken and sambal, showcasing the simplicity yet depth of Brunei's culinary art. The annual Hari Raya celebrations often feature communal feasts, where the joy of sharing food emphasizes the importance of community and family ties in Bruneian society. In terms of arts and crafts, Brunei boasts a vivid tapestry of traditional handicrafts. The creation of intricate textiles, known as kain tenun, showcases the craftsmanship passed down through generations. These textiles are often used to make traditional attire, especially during special ceremonies and celebrations. The art of weaving is a cherished skill, reflecting not only the creativity of the artisans but also the value placed on cultural preservation. The significance of tradition in Brunei is further enhanced by its festivals. Events like the Brunei Music Festival and ASEAN Jazz Festival inject vibrancy into the cultural scene, celebrating both contemporary and traditional music. These festivals not only provide a platform for local artists, but also encourage cultural exchange between Brunei and its neighboring countries. The rhythms and melodies echo the rich tapestry of experiences shared among the people, emphasizing the unity among diverse communities. As a country rich in natural resources, especially oil and gas, Brunei's wealth contrasts with its commitment to preserving its cultural identity. The country's prosperity allows it to invest substantially in education and healthcare, leading to a high standard of living for its citizens. Despite these advancements, Brunei remains deeply respectful of its traditions and environment. The lush rainforests that cover much of the country are not merely a natural backdrop, but a testament to Brunei's devotion to maintaining its scenic landscapes for future generations. The Ulu Temburong National Park, often referred to as the Green Jewel of Brunei, illustrates this commitment. Here, visitors can explore virgin rainforests, diverse wildlife, and breathtaking views, all while understanding the importance of conservation and the sustainable use of natural resources. Another fascinating aspect of Brunei's culture is its focus on education and knowledge. The government invests heavily in education, resulting in a literate population that values learning and personal development. This emphasis on education not only empowers individuals but also fosters a society that appreciates the arts, sciences, and cultural history. The Brunei Darussalam Institute of Technology and the University of Brunei Darussalam are leading institutions dedicated to nurturing the next generation of thinkers and leaders. The pursuit of knowledge is celebrated, and it permeates through the community, encouraging a culture of curiosity and growth. As you delve deeper into Brunei's exclusive culture, you come across the symbolic importance of the royal family. The monarchy is not just a governing body but a cornerstone of national identity. The Sultan's presence at public events underscores the unity and pride felt by the citizens. Ceremonial occasions, such as the Sultan's birthday, are marked by grand celebrations, showcasing traditional customs and reflecting the deep reverence held for the royal lineage. In essence, the Sultanate of Brunei offers a portrait of a nation where culture and heritage are cherished against a backdrop of wealth and modernity. Through its unique blend of tradition and contemporary progress, Brunei stands as a testament to the significance of preserving one's identity in a rapidly changing world. This delicate balance between honoring the past while embracing the future paints a vivid picture of a society that takes pride in its exclusive culture, inviting all who wish to learn and experience its unfolding story. Nestled in the arid landscapes of Turkmenistan, there's a mesmerizing phenomenon known as the Darvaza gas crater, often referred to as the door to hell. This fiery pit has captured the imagination of many explorers, scientists, and tourists alike. Its origins can be traced back to an unfortunate incident in 1971, when a group of Soviet engineers was drilling for natural gas in the region. During their exploration, the drill unexpectedly punctured a large underground cavern filled with natural gas. Recognizing the potential dangers of the situation, the engineers decided to ignite the gas. Their intention was to burn off the gas completely, believing it would take just a few days for the fire to extinguish itself. However, as the years passed, the flames continued to roar, creating a surreal and haunting spectacle that has lasted for over 5 decades. The crater itself measures approximately 70 meters in diameter and reaches a depth of about 30 meters. The sight is truly striking. A glowing, fiery pit nestled within the stark, desolate terrain of the Karakum Desert. At night, the crater is illuminated by the flames, casting an otherworldly glow on the surrounding landscape. The scene is so mesmerizing that it has drawn comparisons to something out of a science fiction movie. Visitors often describe it as a breathtaking and eerie experience as they stand at the edge of the crater, gazing into the depths of its fiery belly. The biogeographical importance of this location is as intriguing as its fiery display. The glowing crater sits in a part of Turkmenistan that is largely desert, where life can be tough for many organisms. Despite these harsh conditions, the area around the crater is home to unique flora and fauna that have adapted to survive in the arid climate. Some adventurous travelers find themselves exploring the nearby regions, discovering ancient ruins, nomadic tribes, and landscapes that tell the stories of time and resilience. In recent years, the Door to Hell has become a popular destination for tourists and adventure seekers from around the globe. Many are attracted not only by the sight of the flame, but also by the fascinating tales that surround it. The nearby village of Darvaza, which has become a waypoint for tourists, offers local hospitality and cultural experiences that enrich the journey to the crater. Visitors often share stories of their travels and the vibrant local traditions they encounter, from traditional music and dance to the delicious cuisine of Turkmenistan. In addition to its visual allure, the crater also ignites discussions about energy use and sustainability. The natural gas that burns in this crater represents a significant resource, and its ongoing combustion serves as a stark reminder of the challenges and consequences of human endeavors in the search for energy. While it initially seemed like a solution to a problem, the continued flames prompt us to consider the environmental impact and the broader implications of our energy choices. Moreover, the door to hell has inspired artistic interpretations and creative storytelling. Photographers, filmmakers, and writers have drawn inspiration from its striking visuals and the mythos surrounding it. The story of the Darvaza gas crater has been woven into modern folklore, becoming synonymous with both wonder and caution. For those planning to visit this otherworldly site, there are practical considerations as well. The best time to experience the crater is during the cooler months, from October to April, when temperatures in Turkmenistan are milder. As visitors approach the crater, they often find themselves enveloped in a sense of anticipation, drawn by the flickering glow that dances against the night sky. Safety is also important. While the flames are a captivating sight, caution is advised, as the edges of the crater can be unstable. As more people venture to the door to hell, the importance of conservation and responsible tourism becomes apparent. Efforts to preserve the area and educate visitors about the geological significance and environmental impact of the site are essential. This magical, fiery pit presents an opportunity not only to marvel at nature's wonders, but also to reflect on our relationship with the planet. In conclusion, the Darvaza gas crater serves as a focal point for adventure, curiosity, and contemplation. Its flames remind us of the power of nature, the intricacies of human endeavors, and the emotional connections we forge with the world around us. As you stand before the door to hell, let your thoughts wander, consider the stories of those who came before you, and marvel at the extraordinary spectacle of fire, earth, and time. Whether seeking thrill, knowledge, or inspiration, the craggy edges of the burning crater invite you into a realm of wonder that transcends the ordinary. Be ready to embrace the experience, as it will likely leave a lasting impression and a sense of connection to the blazing heart of Turkmenistan. Papua New Guinea is a land brimming with mysteries and wonders, a true hidden gem in the Pacific Ocean. With its stunning landscapes, ranging from lush rainforests to rugged mountains, Papua New Guinea is home to a remarkable array of tribes, each with its own unique customs and traditions. Despite being known to the outside world for some time, many of these tribes remain largely unexplored and continue to offer glimpses into a way of life that is incredibly different from our own. One fascinating aspect of Papua New Guinea is its cultural diversity. The country is home to over 800 different languages, making it one of the most linguistically diverse regions on the planet. Each tribe has its own dialect, and often neighboring tribes do not share a common language. This linguistic division led to the development of rich and varied cultural practices that reflect the individual identities of these tribes. From the colorful clothing to the intricate body art, each element tells a story steeped in tradition. Take, for instance, the Huli people of the Southern Highlands. This tribe is renowned for its elaborate wigs, made from human hair, and adorned with feathers and flowers. Wigs are not just a symbol of beauty, but carry significant cultural weight. They are worn during important ceremonies and reflect the status of the individual within the tribe. The Huli also engage in vibrant sing-sings, gatherings that showcase traditional music and dancing, embodying their deep connection to the land and their ancestors. Moving to the coastal regions, we meet the Sepik River tribes. The Sepik River is one of the longest rivers in New Guinea and is flanked by communities that have thrived for centuries. These tribes are famous for their wood carvings and the spirit houses known as House Tambaran. These structures are adorned with intricate masks and carvings that depict ancestral spirits and various aspects of tribal life. The art of storytelling through wood carving is a vital aspect of their culture, conveying history and tradition from one generation to the next. Additionally, the Mask Festival of the Sepik is a colorful celebration that attracts not only the locals, but also visitors from around the world. Traditional masks, which are often worn during important ceremonies, reflect the intricate connection between the people and the natural world. Fishermen, hunters, and gatherers, the Sepik people honor animal spirits and the land through their artistry and rituals. A visit to the highlands introduces us to the well-known Mocha Festival, a display of rivalry and hospitality among the highland tribes, including the Dani, the Lani, and the Yali. The festival features dancing, singing, and the traditional practice of mocha, a system of exchanging pigs and other goods. This ritual fosters social ties between tribes and promotes peace. Each participating tribe displays their finest pigs, showcasing the importance of livestock in their way of life and their significance in establishing status and wealth. In the more remote regions of Papua New Guinea, there are tribes that remain largely untouched by modern influences. For instance, the Korowai people, who reside in tree houses high above the forest floor, adhere to traditions that date back centuries. They believe that these elevated homes provide a protection from spirits and wild animals while allowing them to live cohesively within the dense jungle. Their understanding of the local flora and fauna is remarkable, and they use their knowledge for everything from medicine to building materials. Witnessing their hunting techniques can be a captivating experience. The Korowai utilize bows and arrows crafted from local bamboo and their keen sense of observation to track the elusive animals of the jungle. Their way of living is a testament to their deep-rooted relationship with nature, one that teaches respect for the environment and the importance of conservation. Exploring Papua New Guinea's mysteries also leads us to discover unique culinary traditions. Each tribe has its own approach to food, often relying on locally sourced ingredients. The use of underground cooking pits is common, where food is wrapped in leaves and placed over hot stones. This ancient technique, known as mumu, imparts a distinct flavor to the dishes, creating an experience where food becomes a central part of cultural rituals and gatherings. As we journey deeper into the heart of Papua New Guinea, one cannot ignore the powerful connection these tribes have to their ancestral spirits. Traditional beliefs remain an integral part of their lives, guiding them in their daily routines and decisions. Ceremonies honoring these spirits often involve vibrant costumes, song, and dance, serving to strengthen community bonds and preserve their cultural heritage. Yet, such rich traditions and cultures are increasingly under threat. Encroachment by modernity, deforestation, and shifts in societal values pose significant challenges to these tribes. Despite the pressures they face, many communities still strive to preserve their identities and share their stories with the world. Traveling to Papua New Guinea offers an opportunity to witness the resilience of these cultures and the ongoing efforts to maintain their heritage in a rapidly changing world. As we embark on this journey through the mysteries of Papua New Guinea, let us embrace the invitation to learn from these exceptional tribes. Each story is a thread woven into the larger tapestry of humanity, reminding us of our shared roots and our interconnectedness. In uncovering these hidden treasures, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich diversity of our planet and the vibrant lives that enrich it. In the northeastern corner of Africa lies Eritrea, a nation often described as one of the most secretive and reclusive in the world. For those unfamiliar with the region, Eritrea might seem like a small footnote in history, but it is a country rich in culture, history, and complexity. Its capital, Asmara, is known for beautiful Italian colonial architecture and vibrant street life, yet it is the governance and political landscape that paints a starkly different picture. Eritrea gained its independence from Ethiopia in 1993 after a long and bloody struggle that lasted 3 decades. This victory brought hope to many. However, the dreams of a flourishing democracy quickly faded under the weight of a government that opted for authoritarian rule. Isaias Afwerki, the country's president since independence, has maintained strict control over all facets of life, effectively silencing dissent and enabling a regime characterized by isolation and repression. The Eritrean government operates without a constitution, and political opposition is virtually non-existent. Imagine living in a place where the media is state-controlled, and access to information from the outside world is severely limited. The few media outlets that exist are heavily monitored, and journalists who dare to criticize the government face imprisonment, or even worse. In such conditions, the flow of diverse perspectives is stifled, leading to a society where the official narrative reigns unchallenged. This regime has been described as a, quote, hybrid of military dictatorship and one-party state. Beyond political control, this isolationist approach extends to the economy. The government maintains significant control over economic activity, leading to stagnation and lack of growth. International businesses are hesitant to engage due to uncertainty and the risk of confiscation. Thus, Eritrea has remained largely underdeveloped and impoverished, with many residents seeking opportunities beyond its borders. Amidst this environment of repression, silent civil wars unfold within the country. Rather than traditional armed conflict, these struggles are more insidious, taking the form of everyday battles for survival, human rights, and dignity. Many Eritreans live in fear of the government, as arbitrary detention or forced conscription can happen at any time. Reports of individuals being imprisoned without a fair trial are common, creating a pervasive climate of fear. Families are torn apart as loved ones disappear into the dark abyss of the prison system, sometimes for years, and often without any information about their fate. Young Eritreans face immense pressure to serve in the national service, which can last indefinitely. What was intended as a brief period of duty has instead turned into a prolonged commitment for many, leading to widespread discontent. Thousands have fled the country, risking their lives on treacherous journeys to escape this harsh reality. Those who attempt to leave often face perilous conditions, including human trafficking and exploitation at the hands of smugglers. The stories of these individuals highlight the lengths people will go to find freedom and a better life, illustrating both the desperation and resilience of the human spirit. Despite the oppressive environment, pockets of resistance exist. Human rights activists, often operating in secret, work tirelessly to bring attention to the plight of the Eritrean people. Diaspora communities around the globe advocate for change, raising awareness and sending support back home. The challenge lies in amplifying their voices while navigating the complexities of an authoritarian regime that actively suppresses dissent. The international community's response to Eritrea has been mixed. Sanctions have been imposed due to human rights abuses and government behavior, but some argue that these measures have not led to meaningful change. Engaging the Eritrean government diplomatically has also proved challenging. Conversations about reform often fall flat, as the government remains unyielding, committed to its isolationist practices. In understanding Eritrea's situation, it becomes evident that the struggles faced by its citizens are emblematic of broader themes related to governance, freedom of expression, and human rights. The story of Eritrea is not singular. Many countries grapple with similar issues in various forms. The importance of dialogue, awareness, and understanding cannot be overstated. Eritrea may remain hidden from the view of the world, but its people's struggles and aspirations draw a picture of resilience amid hardship. The silent civil wars that play out in everyday life reflect the fundamental human desire for dignity, respect, and freedom. These narratives deserve to be shared and heard, as they remind us of the ongoing fight for justice and represent the indomitable spirit of those who dare to hope for a brighter future. As history continues to unfold, the story of Eritrea serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities inhabiting our global community, encouraging us to look deeper and engage thoughtfully with the world around us. Nestled between Switzerland and Austria, the small yet intriguing principality of Liechtenstein has earned a reputation as a hub for private banking and wealth management. With its picturesque landscapes and charming villages, this tiny nation holds secrets that have captivated the financial world and the public's imagination alike. Let's delve into how Liechtenstein became a sanctuary for secretive banking practices and what makes it so appealing to individuals seeking privacy and discretion with their finances. One of the key reasons behind Liechtenstein's rise as a banking haven is its favorable legal and regulatory framework. Established in 1920, the country's banking laws allowed for the creation of private foundations, which enable the protection of assets while providing a high degree of confidentiality. This legal structure attracts clients from all over the world who wish to safeguard their wealth against potential political or economic turmoil in their home countries. The country's commitment to banking secrecy has deep historical roots. Back in the 19th century, Liechtenstein's political landscape began to shift, and with it came the establishment of banks that focused on privacy. Confidentiality was critical to individuals desiring to move their wealth away from jurisdictions that might demand more transparency. As a result, wealthy families and individuals started to consider Liechtenstein as a safe haven for their assets. Another factor that has contributed to the country's mystique is the relatively low tax rates compared to neighboring countries. The principality offers a very attractive corporate tax environment, with taxes as low as 12.5% for many businesses. This has drawn international corporations and wealthy individuals seeking to minimize their tax liabilities, leading them to leverage the banking services available in this small nation. Liechtenstein's flexibility in wealth management is also notable. Banks in the principality often cater specifically to high net worth individuals. offering tailored financial solutions that meet the unique needs of each client. With services ranging from investment management to estate planning and beyond, clients receive personalized attention that fosters strong relationships between banks and their customers. This individual approach is crucial because, in an age where financial data is increasingly under scrutiny, the personal touch can instill trust. Clients are not merely seen as account numbers, but rather as valued partners. Such a relationship cultivates a sense of loyalty, leading many to retain their financial dealings within Liechtenstein for generations. Additionally, Liechtenstein has embraced advancements in technology while maintaining its core principles of privacy. Wealthy individuals today often seek digital solutions that ensure their information remains confidential, and banks in Liechtenstein have adapted to meet these needs. From secure online banking platforms to data encryption practices, the commitment to safeguarding personal information remains central to the banking experience. The reputation of Liechtenstein as a secretive banking destination has brought challenges as well. In recent years, international pressure has mounted on such financial hubs to increase transparency and comply with global standards on tax evasion and money laundering. The Luxembourg and Swiss banking systems faced similar scrutiny, and Liechtenstein was not exempt from this evolving landscape. In response, Liechtenstein has taken steps toward compliance with international norms. The country has worked actively with organizations like the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, engaging in conversations surrounding automatic exchange of tax information and promoting unearthing beneficial ownership in light of these regulations. Striking a balance between upholding the principles of banking secrecy and adapting to an evolving global narrative has been a delicate dance for the nation. Despite the shifts towards increased transparency, Liechtenstein continues to be home to a number of prestigious banks and financial advisors that cater specifically to clients valuing privacy. Many individuals continue to seek the principality for its tried and true model of discretion, and the allure of working with experienced financial managers who understand the intricacies of wealth preservation remains powerful. Liechtenstein also benefits from its geographic location. Positioned strategically between two of Europe's wealthiest nations, the principality serves as a gateway for clients looking to traverse the financial landscapes of Switzerland and Austria. This strategic advantage means that access to additional financial markets and investment opportunities is readily available for those who choose to establish their banking foothold in this tiny yet influential area. Ultimately, while the practices of secretive banking might evoke intrigue, the story of Liechtenstein is one of evolution and adaptation. The nation has successfully navigated global financial shifts while retaining its unique identity. Through a combination of favorable laws, a commitment to client relationships, and an understanding of the need for discretion, Liechtenstein has enchanted bankers and investors alike, solidifying its status as a cornerstone of private finance. As tales of wealth and secrecy continue to swirl, the principality stands as a testament to the ever-changing dynamics of financial privacy and the continuous quest for safe havens amidst a world that is growing increasingly interconnected and transparent. The essence of Liechtenstein lies in its ability to balance tradition with modernity, making it a remarkable place where wealth is both protected and managed with care. Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, is a nation with a history as captivating as its landscapes. Nestled between India, China, and Thailand, it has served as a crossroads for various cultures and civilizations, leading to a rich tapestry of narratives that weave through time. The history of Myanmar can be traced back thousands of years, with evidence of human habitation dating back at least 11,000 years. The earliest known civilization in the region was the Pyu, a group of city-states that flourished between the 1st and the 9th centuries. The Pyu were instrumental in establishing trade routes between India and China, contributing to the cultural fusion that characterizes Myanmar even today. Their influence can be seen in the early adoption of Buddhism, which became a significant part of the Burmese identity. As we delve deeper into the history of Myanmar, one cannot overlook the emergence of the Bagan Kingdom in the 11th century. This pivotal period marked an era of prosperity, as the kingdom became a center for Buddhist art and architecture. The temple complex of Bagan showcases thousands of stupas and pagodas, each one a testament to the artistic and spiritual aspirations of the time. The grand structures, adorned with intricate carvings and murals, still draw visitors from across the globe, standing as symbols of Myanmar's ancient glory. However, the history of Myanmar is also punctuated by conflict and upheaval. The Mongol invasions in the 13th century disrupted the stability of the region. Following this turmoil, The rise of the Ava Kingdom, and later the Taungoo dynasty, brought about a brief period of unification and expansion. The Taungoo dynasty, in particular, is notable for its military campaigns that sought to reclaim lost territories and integrate diverse ethnic groups into a single national identity. The delicate balance of power in Myanmar shifted again in the 19th century, when British colonial forces invaded. The First Anglo-Burmese War in 1824 marked the beginning of British rule, which lasted until World War II. The British influence transformed the economy, introduced new technologies, and altered social structures, but it also deepened ethnic divisions. The colonial administration employed a strategy of, quote, divide and rule, exacerbating tensions among the various ethnic groups, which would have long-term implications for Myanmar's national unity. As World War II erupted, Myanmar became a battleground for the Allies and the Japanese forces. The experience of war awakened nationalistic sentiments among the Burmese population, leading to the push for independence. After the war, in 1948, Myanmar finally gained independence from British rule, but this momentous occasion was soon overshadowed by political instability. A series of coups d'etat ensued, culminating in a military takeover in 1962 under General Ne Win. His rule marked the beginning of a long-standing military regime characterized by strict controls over political dissent and economic isolation. The struggle for democracy, coupled with ethnic tensions and civil unrest, shaped the narrative of Myanmar in the latter half of the 20th century. The pro-democracy movement gained momentum in the late 1980s, culminating in widespread protests in 1988. While the government's brutal crackdown on demonstrators quelled the movement, it left an indelible mark on the country's psyche. In the early 21st century, there appeared to be a glimmer of hope for democratic reforms. Myanmar saw a transition to a semi-democracy in 2011, with the release of political prisoners and the lifting of many oppressive restrictions. Aung San Suu Kyi, a symbol of resistance who spent years under house arrest, became a prominent figure in this new era of politics. Many believed that Myanmar was on the path to recovery and reconciliation. However, the complexities of Myanmar's history did not fade. Ethnic conflicts, particularly in Rakhine State, continued to pose a significant challenge. The Rohingya crisis, which escalated in 2017, drew international attention and condemnation, revealing the enduring scars of divisive politics that transcended generations. Today, Myanmar stands at a crossroads. Its history is interwoven with narratives of resilience, conflict, and hope. The landscapes tell stories of ancient kingdoms and colonial battles, while modern cities hum with the aspirations of a diverse population that seeks to forge its identity in the present. In its rich culture, through music, dance, and art, Myanmar reflects both its tumultuous past and the dreams of its people for a united future. Despite the challenges that lie ahead, the spirit of Myanmar remains unbroken. The yearning for peace, understanding, and unity continues to resonate among its people. As the world watches, Myanmar's enigmatic history unfolds into the present, rich with lessons learned from the past. This journey, a complex mosaic of cultural influences, struggles, and triumphs, pushes the boundaries of understanding and invites all to explore a nation that is as multifaceted as the stories etched in its landscapes and hearts. Tajikistan, a landlocked country nestled in Central Asia, boasts a rich tapestry of culture and traditions, many of which remain hidden from the outside world. Behind its towering mountains and stunning landscapes, there lie unique ceremonies and rituals practiced by remote communities. These traditions often reflect the profound connection people have with their land, history, and each other. One of the most enchanting aspects of Tajik culture is its traditional weddings, which can span several days, celebrating not just the union of two individuals, but also the merging of families and communities. In rural areas, a proper wedding can include a series of ceremonies filled with music, dance, and vibrant local attire. The bride often wears a beautifully embroidered dress, adorned with intricate patterns that tell stories of her family's heritage. The groom, equally resplendent in traditional garb, participates in rituals that illustrate his readiness to take on the responsibilities of a new family. A fascinating ceremony that often accompanies weddings is the nazar, which is a form of offering made to ensure prosperity and happiness for the newlyweds. It's common for families and guests to bring gifts, such as bread, fruits, and handmade items, to the wedding feast. These offerings symbolize blessings for a fruitful life and bind the community through shared joy and support. In the mountainous regions of Tajikistan, The Nowruz festival holds immense significance. Celebrated on the spring equinox, it marks the beginning of a new year and the rejuvenation of nature. Villagers often engage in age-old customs such as jumping over bonfires, which signifies purification and the triumph of light over darkness. On this day, families prepare traditional dishes like sumalak, a sweet paste made from wheat sprouted over a long period, representing fertility and prosperity. The spirit of Nowruz is one of togetherness, as communities come together to share food, perform music, and dance, reinforcing bonds that have stood the test of time. Tajikistan is also home to a multitude of hidden rituals associated with the agricultural calendar. For example, during the planting season, farmers often partake in a ceremony known as Dini Goli, where they pray for sufficient rain and fertile soil to bless their crops. This event is steeped in symbolism, as everyone in the community gathers to sing songs, share stories, and demonstrate their collective hope for a good harvest. The respect for nature is palpable, with ancient beliefs interwoven into modern agricultural practices, illuminating the villagers' reliance on the earth for their livelihoods. As summer arrives, families engage in the time-honored ritual of buskashi, a traditional horseback game where riders compete to grab a goat carcass and score points. This intense game not only showcases physical prowess and horsemanship, but also serves as a communal gathering, fostering camaraderie among participants and spectators alike. Villagers set up colorful tents, preparing sumptuous feasts to share, bringing everyone together in celebration. The camaraderie that forms during these events strengthens community ties and ensures that traditions are passed down through generations. Further, the tradition of storytelling has deep roots in Tajik society, serving as a means of preserving history and imparting morals. Elders often gather children and young adults to recount tales of bravery, love, and wisdom. These stories, rich in local folklore and often laced with humor, function as an educational tool, teaching younger generations about their cultural heritage while fostering a sense of identity. Meanwhile, the art of music and dance plays a crucial role in community life. The shashmakam, a classical music genre, is often performed at social events, with musicians playing traditional instruments. During ceremonies or celebrations, you might witness people engaging in folk dances that narrate historical events or depict everyday life. This vibrant display of cultural expression reinforces community bonds and allows participants to escape into the rhythms and melodies that have defined their identity for centuries. As day turns to night in the secluded villages, storytelling often gives way to the warm glow of family gatherings. The tradition of kadka, where families come together over a shared meal featuring local delights, allows for reflection and connection. During these intimate gatherings, tales of ancestors and teachings about respect and kindness are passed like cherished heirlooms, assuring that the wisdom of the past remains alive in the present. It is remarkable how these hidden ceremonies and traditions of Tajikistan's remote communities, while not well known outside their borders, continue to thrive against the backdrop of modernization. They encapsulate the essence of a culture that values community, heritage, and nature, standing as a testament to human resilience and creativity. Exploring these rich traditions offers a glimpse into the heart and soul of Tajikistan, revealing narratives of life and enduring values that resonate universally. Each ritual tells a story of people deeply connected to their history, land, and one another, ensuring that their legacies endure through time. Through understanding these hidden practices, we find not only the beauty of Tajik culture, but also shared human experiences that transcend borders. Monaco, a strip of Mediterranean coastline famed for its lavish lifestyles, stunning vistas, and high-profile residents, is not just a glamorous destination. It stands out as a unique hub for wealth management, combining a rich history with an alluring present. At the heart of Monaco's appeal is its promise of discretion. This small principality, which fits snugly between the French Riviera and the Mediterranean, has become a sanctuary for the wealthy, offering them a blend of luxury living and financial privacy. To fully understand Monaco's role in wealth management, one must first appreciate its unique status. The principality is not just a scenic destination. It serves as a tax haven, granting favorable conditions to its affluent residents. Monaco does not impose personal income tax, making it an attractive place for individuals seeking to preserve and grow their wealth. This lack of taxation has attracted a bevy of high-net-worth individuals, from celebrities and business magnates to aristocrats and financial tycoons. Monaco's banking system takes pride in its discretion and confidentiality, ensuring that wealth is managed with the utmost privacy. Banks in the Principality cater to a wealthy clientele with tailored solutions, managing everything from investment portfolios to trust services. These institutions are well versed in global finance and offer bespoke advice on asset protection, estate planning, and other wealth management strategies, all under a veil of secrecy. This environment allows clients to engage in financial activities without fear of prying eyes. When people think of Monaco, they might picture opulent yachts docked in its famous harbor, luxury cars cruising down the streets, and high-stakes games in the Casino de Monte Carlo. Yet beyond the glitz and glamour lies a sophisticated financial ecosystem. Wealthy individuals are not only drawn to the Principality for its lifestyle, they are also there for the sophisticated financial services that allow them to navigate a complex global landscape. Advisors in Monaco are equipped with insights on international regulations, tax implications in other jurisdictions, and investment opportunities that span across borders. Monaco's discretion extends beyond its banking sector. The Principality has a reputation for upholding privacy in all aspects of personal and financial life. This means that individuals residing in Monaco can enjoy a lifestyle free from the constant scrutiny that often accompanies wealth. The city-state's strict legal framework protects personal data, making it difficult for outsiders to access information about its residents and their financial affairs. The implications of Monaco as a wealth management hub extend far beyond its borders. In an age where transparency is becoming the norm, Monaco's privacy continues to attract discussions about global secrecy. For those analyzing wealth management on a larger scale, the Principality is often viewed as a model of how jurisdictions can balance privacy with compliance. In a world that seems to demand ever-increasing disclosure, Monaco provides a counter-narrative, one that values the individual's right to privacy. Monaco also plays a significant role in the ongoing dialogue about wealth inequality. By serving as a magnet for the world's rich, the Principality reflects the growing chasm between the affluent and the less fortunate. Critics argue that wealth concentration within such small enclaves hinders economic equity. However, supporters of Monaco's model argue that the Principality contributes to the economy by attracting foreign investment and creating jobs, although these benefits are often debated. Additionally, as more states and organizations look to implement regulatory measures that promote transparency in financial dealings, Monaco continues to adapt. The Principality has introduced reforms to align with international standards, which implies a willingness to evolve while still maintaining its appeal. Monaco's proactive approach illustrates its understanding of the delicate balance between safeguarding privacy and adhering to global financial norms. The lifestyle in Monaco, adorned by luxury shops, gourmet dining, and exclusive events, offers a stark contrast to its financial character. The glamour of places like the Monaco Grand Prix reveals how wealth is displayed as much as it is managed. This duality underscores the idea that wealth in Monaco is not merely about accumulation, it's equally about reputation and prestige within elite circles. The events held in the Principality create opportunities for networking, allowing the affluent to connect and collaborate, a vital part of wealth management that extends beyond traditional finance. Furthermore, as technology advances, Monaco is exploring how fintech innovations can complement their existing banking infrastructure. The integration of digital finance could reshape wealth management in the Principality, potentially making services more accessible while still maintaining the highest standards of confidentiality. Blockchain, for instance, is gaining traction, offering opportunities for secure and transparent transactions that align with Monaco's ethos of discreet wealth stewardship. In conclusion, Monaco represents a fascinating case study in the realm of global wealth management. It embodies a unique blend of opulence and discretion, attracting those who seek to cultivate their riches in a haven of privacy. The Principality's banks and financial experts provide a safety net for the affluent, while its glamorous lifestyle forms the backdrop against which wealth is both displayed and meticulously managed. As the global economic landscape evolves, Monaco remains a testament to the enduring allure of secrecy amidst increasing demands for transparency. This creates a continually shifting paradigm in how wealth is preserved, revealing the nuanced interplays between privacy, financial expertise, and modern complexities of affluence. Nestled in the heart of the Pyrenees Mountains between France and Spain, the tiny Principality of Andorra offers a unique blend of history, culture, and political neutrality that has shaped its role in Europe. Despite its small size, Andorra has made significant contributions to European politics and serves as an intriguing case study of how a small nation can wield influence on the continent. Andorra has a rich history that dates back over 1,000 years. Founded as a refuge from invasions and conflicts, it developed its own identity while remaining politically neutral. This neutrality is rooted in the decision of its leaders to maintain a delicate balance between powerful neighboring nations. Unlike many European states that have been deeply affected by wars and territorial disputes, Andorra has managed to stay on the sidelines, promoting diplomacy and cooperation. The political system of Andorra is equally fascinating. As a principality, it has two co-princes, the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell, a Spanish bishop. This unique arrangement underscores its neutral stance, as it symbolizes a collaborative relationship between the two larger nations while giving Andorra a degree of autonomy. The co-princes are not involved in daily governance, which is handled by an elected parliament. This unique governance model has facilitated Andorra in navigating the interests of powerful neighbors while preserving its sovereignty. Yet neutrality is not merely about avoiding conflict. Andorra has effectively leveraged its position to build a thriving economy based on tourism, finance, and trade. The country is known for its stunning landscapes and ski resorts, attracting visitors from all over Europe. Additionally, Andorra boasts a favorable tax environment that draws businesses and investors. This economic prosperity has allowed Andorra to maintain its independence, strengthening its role in European affairs, even as a small nation. Andorra's political neutrality plays a subtle yet powerful role in European diplomacy. The country often acts as a mediator in discussions that involve more significant national interests. In an era where global tensions can escalate quickly, Andorra offers a platform for dialogue and cooperation. Its example shows that even a small nation can influence the larger geopolitical landscape through peaceful means. Moreover, Andorra's neutrality fosters cultural exchange. The principality has become a melting pot of various cultures due to its open borders with Spain and France. This blending of cultures creates a rich tapestry that enhances Andorra's appeal. Festivals celebrating both Catalan and French traditions paint a picture of unity and mutual respect, showcasing how political neutrality can contribute to a vibrant society. Another aspect that adds to the intrigue of Andorra's neutrality is its role in the European Union. While not a member, Andorra has negotiated a customs agreement with the EU, enabling trade while retaining its independence. This arrangement demonstrates how the principality can engage with broader political and economic frameworks without compromising its neutral stance. It serves as an example of how smaller nations can thrive in the shadow of larger powers by skillfully navigating their relationships. The subtleties of Andorra's influence extend beyond economics and culture. Its political decisions can spark broader discussions in Europe. By positioning itself as a neutral ground for dialogue, Andorra encourages other nations to focus on collaboration instead of competition. This approach has earned Andorra respect and admiration in diplomatic circles, reinforcing the idea that peaceful coexistence can lead to prosperity. Furthermore, Andorra's beautiful landscapes are not just a tourism magnet. They are a symbol of the state's commitment to preserving natural beauty. Its commitment to environmental sustainability speaks to its values as a peaceful nation. Andorra has implemented strategies to ensure that its natural resources are managed responsibly, generating recognition from various environmental organizations. This commitment again underscores the principle that neutrality does not mean passivity. It can be an active engagement in addressing global issues. In essence, the story of Andorra is one that highlights how a peaceful and neutral stance can lead to mutual respect and collaboration between nations. By prioritizing diplomacy over conflict, Andorra serves as a model for smaller nations navigating complex geopolitical landscapes. Its ability to thrive economically while remaining neutral politically proves that significant influence does not solely belong to the largest countries, but can also be wielded by those who understand the intricacies of international relations. As we delve into the secrets of Andorra, we discover that its political neutrality is not just a passive trait, but an active strategy that has shaped the nation's identity and its relationships with Europe. Its history, culture, and unique governance demonstrate that unity and cooperation are possible when different nations respect each other's sovereignty. In a world where tensions can arise quickly, Andorra stands as a beacon of peaceful coexistence, reminding us of the power of diplomacy and the impact of small nations in the grand tapestry of European affairs. The Vatican, a city-state surrounded by the bustling streets of Rome, is often considered the spiritual heart of Catholicism. It is home to the Pope, the world's largest collection of religious art, and one of the most important libraries in history. But beneath the serene facade of this renowned institution lies a treasure trove of intriguing prophecies, some of which remain shrouded in mystery even to the popes themselves. The lore of Vatican prophecies is a fascinating mix of history, faith, and speculation. One of the most famous lists is known as the Prophecies of Saint Malachy, who, according to some accounts, was a 12th century Irish archbishop. Legend has it that he received a vision during a trip to Rome, a divine revelation of all the future popes who would lead the Catholic Church. He purportedly described each future pontiff in a series of cryptic phrases, with each prophecy reflecting a unique characteristic or event associated with the Pope's reign. This list has intrigued both scholars and lay people for centuries, inviting interpretations that sometimes seem eerily precise. For example, the prophecy attributed to Malachy, referring to Pope John Paul II, used the Latin phrase de labore solis, which translates to from the labor of the sun. Some interpreted this as a nod to the Pope's Polish roots, with Poland being known for its sunny agricultural landscape. Others saw it as a reference to the sun's significance in various cultures, possibly alluding to the Pope's wider mission of spreading hope and light across the globe. The atmosphere of secrecy surrounding the Vatican has always piqued curiosity. The Vatican secret archives, despite what the name suggests, are not entirely secret. They house documents and records that span over a millennium of history, including papal letters, legal documents, and correspondence from some of the most notable figures in history. Nonetheless, access is highly restricted, leading to endless speculation about what hidden truths about the past lie within those walls. Some believe that there are prophecies or revelations contained in those ancient texts that could offer insight into future events, raising questions about the Church's position in turbulent times. Rumors persist about the existence of other prophetic texts, writings that some claim to have encountered throughout history. One such example is the writings of the medieval mystic Hildegard of Bingen, whose vivid visions and prophetic predictions encompass a broad array of topics, from global conflict to ecological crises. Hildegard's insights into human nature and the divine have captivated audiences not only within religious circles, but among modern thinkers as well. Could there be a connection between her foresight and what might unfold today? The Vatican's prophecy intrigue also extends to the visions of the three shepherd children of Fatima, Portugal. In 1917, during a series of reported apparitions of the Virgin Mary, these children were purportedly given insights into the future of the world. The messages communicated during these visions included admonitions about faith, warning against the dangers of conflict, and predictions concerning the fate of nations. The third secret, withheld for decades, has become a focal point for discussion, with interpretations varying widely among theologians and historians. Such prophecies continue to be dissected, celebrated, or condemned in various cultural contexts around the world. The inherent tension between faith and fact plays a crucial role in the narrative surrounding Vatican prophecies. Historical events often lead people to search for signs and meanings in the writings and messages of prophetic figures. Political upheaval, social change, and natural disasters lead to renewed interest in prophecies, as believers seek comfort and understanding about the future. It's a human instinct to seek higher meaning in unsettling times, which only serves to fuel the allure of these ancient texts and their possible implications. In addition to written prophecies, artistic representations found within the Vatican also contribute to the mystique. Frescoes, sculptures, and religious iconography often encapsulate theological messages and prophetic symbols. The Sistine Chapel, adorned with Michelangelo's breathtaking masterpieces, is a prime example, where the biblical tales told on its walls reveal deeper spiritual truths that are rich with interpretation. Every brushstroke in these works becomes part of a larger conversation about divine will and mankind's destiny. So while the Vatican is undoubtedly a center of faith and tradition, its rich tapestry of prophecies adds an intriguing layer to its historical and spiritual significance. The allure of uncovering hidden truths continues to capture the imagination, drawing seekers, scholars, and curious minds to explore what lies beneath the surface of this sacred institution. Each prophecy, whether it be a cryptic phrase from centuries past or a revelation from a visionary today, invites us to ponder the unknown and ask the profound questions about our place in the grand tapestry of life and history. Engaging with these mysteries can provoke deeper thinking about how faith interacts with the world. These narratives, deeply woven into the fabric of human experience, challenge us to reflect on the passage of time and the threads that connect us through shared beliefs and fears. Vatican prophecies, with their mystique and allure, remind us that while the future is inherently uncertain, the search for understanding continues to evolve, bridging the gap between past and present. As we explore these realms of prophecy, we acknowledge a collective journey through faith, human experience, and timeless questions that echo through the halls of the Vatican and beyond. Nestled at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, Gibraltar stands as a remarkable gateway between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. This small British overseas territory has played a pivotal role in military history, serving as a strategic point of immense importance for centuries. Its unique geography and position make it not only a natural fortress, but also a focal point of geopolitical intrigue. Gibraltar's story begins long before the modern era. This limestone rock has witnessed human activity since prehistoric times, evident from the ancient cave paintings found in its caves. However, it was during the Phoenician and later the Roman periods that the significance of this location began to take shape. The closure of the Pillars of Hercules, the ancient name for the straits, allowed control over naval passage, influencing trade routes and military movements in the region. The strategic importance of Gibraltar became particularly pronounced during the 18th century, when the British captured it during the War of Spanish Succession. This marked the beginning of its ascent as a crucial naval base. By securing Gibraltar, the British established a point of control over the passage from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic, essentially dominating one of the world's busiest maritime routes. This control had far-reaching implications for trade and military operations, allowing the British Empire to expand its reach across the globe. But what makes Gibraltar even more fascinating is its unique military architecture, designed to withstand sieges and protect against invasions. The Great Siege of Gibraltar from 1779 to 1783 is an exemplary episode of this aspect of its history. During this time, Spanish and French forces attempted to reclaim the rock, but the British garrison, under extraordinary pressure, held firm against the attackers. The construction of defensive works, such as the famous network of tunnels within the rock, played a crucial role in maintaining the British hold, demonstrating the ingenuity applied to military defense. The tunnels themselves are a marvel of engineering and military strategizing. Over the years, they served not only as a means of defense, but also as a refuge for the populace during bombardments. These tunnels later facilitated communication and transportation throughout the rock, showcasing how innovation and territory management can intertwine in military contexts. In the 19th century, the British recognized the changing nature of warfare and fortified Gibraltar even further. The establishment of artillery batteries and observation posts along the coastline ensured the rock remained impregnable. However, the strategic value of Gibraltar was again tested during world events such as the two world wars. During World War II, Gibraltar served as a crucial base for Allied operations in the Mediterranean, acting as a staging point for major military campaigns in North Africa and further into Europe. The presence of military bases and personnel significantly impacted the local population and the economy. Residents of Gibraltar have developed a unique identity shaped by the mingling of diverse cultures, including British, Spanish, and Moroccan influences. This blend is evident in everything from the food to the festivals celebrated on the rock. The military installations have acted as a double-edged sword, fostering both economic opportunities and complexities of identity among the local populace. Moreover, Gibraltar's status as a military stronghold has been a constant source of territorial secrecy and intrigue. The negotiations and diplomatic discussions surrounding its sovereignty have frequently found a spotlight in international relations. The ongoing tensions between Spain and the United Kingdom concerning Gibraltar highlight the rock's embeddedness in broader geopolitical disputes. The question of ownership remains a contentious issue, making Gibraltar a focal point for discussions about territorial rights and national identity. As technology has evolved, so too has Gibraltar's role in military strategy. Today, the territory continues to adapt to contemporary security challenges, including cybersecurity and the protection of maritime trade routes against modern threats. Underneath the rock, sophisticated communication and surveillance systems contribute to defense strategies, evolving the age-old traditions of military preparedness. This rich tapestry of history, engineering, and culture underscores Gibraltar's essential role in the annals of military strategy and territorial dynamics. The stories embedded in its limestone cliffs and its winding tunnels reveal much about human ingenuity and the ever-shifting nature of power and territory. From ancient traders to modern naval forces, Gibraltar remains a captivating symbol of strategic significance, embodying the eternal quest for dominance over key points of access and influence in the world. Exploring the mysteries of Gibraltar not only provides a glimpse into the past, but also encourages genuine curiosity about how geographical features can shape the destinies of nations and peoples. It invites one to ponder the lessons learned throughout history, the complexities of identity and belonging, and the ever-evolving story of a small rock that stands resolutely at the juncture of two vast waters. Whether it is its historical sieges, engineering marvels, or its place in international diplomacy, Gibraltar continues to be a site of intrigue, inviting exploration and understanding of its multifaceted legacy. In the heart of the Indian Ocean, nestled between the larger island nations of Madagascar and mainland Africa, lies a jewel of paradise known as Seychelles. Renowned for its stunning beaches, crystal-clear waters, and vibrant coral reefs, Seychelles is often seen as a tropical haven. However, beneath this picturesque facade lies a history rich with political legacies that are interwoven with tales of coups and international intrigue. The story of Seychelles begins long before its independence in 1976. Initially uninhabited, the island archipelago was discovered by the Europeans in the 15th century, predominantly by French explorers. The islands became a coveted prize, often changing hands between colonial powers. This tumultuous history set the stage for the political complexities that later emerged. In the mid-20th century, as winds of change swept across Africa, many nations began to assert their independence from colonial rule. Seychelles was no exception. However, unlike some of its neighbors, its path to self-determination was anything but smooth. The political landscape was charged with aspirations for freedom, reflecting the struggles common to many post-colonial nations. But this desire for independence birthed tensions among various political factions and interest groups, creating a volatile atmosphere. One of the pivotal moments in Seychelles' history occurred in 1977, a year marked by the infamous coup d'etat led by France's Albert René. René, who had initially been part of the government after independence, was unimpressed with the leadership of the first president, James Mancham. The coup was swift, marked by a mixture of local discontent intertwined with international influences. Those years were shadowed by suspicions. Some believed that external powers had a hand in the upheaval, aiming to seize control of the strategic island nation. Following the coup, Seychelles entered a period of political transformation that would shape its identity for decades. René's government implemented policies aimed at restructuring the economy and promoting social welfare, often operating under a one-party system. Despite the government's efforts to stabilize the nation, suspicions lingered over the extent of foreign influence in both domestic affairs and the nation's economic policies. One of the most significant aspects of Seychelles' covert legacies is the involvement of various international players, drawn by the island's strategic position in the Indian Ocean. The Cold War era saw numerous covert operations and geopolitical maneuverings throughout the region, and Seychelles was not exempt. Various nations, including the United States and the former Soviet Union, viewed Seychelles as a potential foothold for their respective military and intelligence operations. This international interest often manifested in bizarre and covert activities, everything from espionage to attempts at regime changes. Notably, the tale of the failed mercenary coup in 2001, involving a concocted plot to overthrow the government and establish a mercenary base, serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which some will go for power. In this shadowy venture, various mercenaries and international agents infiltrated the island, driven by promises of wealth and control. The plot unraveled, revealing deep international connections and raising questions about the involvement of foreign governments in the region. Amid revolution plots and geopolitical maneuvering, the people of Seychelles continue to navigate through waves of change, often caught between the aspirations of their leaders and the influences of foreign powers. Political stability would ultimately become a delicate balancing act, requiring finesse and resilience from those at the helm as they strove to maintain national sovereignty. The cultural fabric of Seychelles remains a testament to its convoluted history. The unique blend of Creole, French, British, and African influences creates a multicultural identity that is both rich and complex. Local traditions, cuisines, and languages showcase this diversity, each telling tales of the island's past and the legacies that have shaped its present. Despite the challenges and political upheaval, Seychelles has made strides toward democracy and stability in recent years, illustrating a remarkable ability to adapt and survive. The island is often described as a beacon in the region, a symbol of resilience amid the dark periods of its history. Signs of progress are evident in the increasing global interest in tourism, environmental conservation, and sustainable practices, shining a more positive light on the nation. In confronting its past, Seychelles opens a dialogue about responsibility, national identity, and governance. As tales of coups and intrigue linger in the background, they serve as crucial reminders of the multifaceted legacies that define this unique nation. From the depths of political turmoil has emerged a richer understanding of who the Seychellois people are today, navigating their future while carrying the weight of their storied past. The journey of Seychelles is a compelling narrative of convergence, from colonial past to modern governance, intertwined with battles both fought on the ground and in the shadows. And at the end of the day, it is a testament to the resilience of a nation that continues to rise amidst a legacy of hidden tales and unseen forces shaping its destiny. Western Sahara, a region located in North Africa, is enveloped in a deep and complex history that intertwines colonial legacy, independence movements, and geopolitical interests. This territory is rich in natural resources, boasting valuable minerals and significant fishing grounds along the Atlantic coast. Yet, despite its resources, the land remains largely unrecognized and caught in a whirlpool of disputes. The story of Western Sahara dates back to the mid-20th century. Originally a Spanish colony, it was known as Spanish Sahara. As global decolonization surged, movements for independence grew stronger. In 1975, Spain withdrew from the territory, leaving a power vacuum that sparked conflict among Morocco, Mauritania, and the local Sahrawi people, represented by the Polisario Front. The Polisario Front was formed in 1973, seeking self-determination and independence for Western Sahara. After Spain's exit, Morocco and Mauritania each laid claim to the region. Morocco emphasized historical ties to the territory, arguing that it was part of its historical claim to the land known as Greater Morocco. On the other hand, Mauritania initially claimed part of the territory but withdrew from the conflict in 1979, conceding to the Polisario's resistance and Morocco's claims. This left Morocco and the Polisario Front in a protracted struggle for control over Western Sahara. The conflict escalated into a full-blown war in the late 1970s, leading to significant loss of life and displacement. The Polisario Front, seeking to establish the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, waged guerrilla warfare against Moroccan forces. This struggle was marked by a harsh and prominent landscape, including vast deserts and rugged terrain, which became a backdrop for intense military strategies. In 1991, a United Nations brokered ceasefire brought a temporary resolve. The UN Mission for the Referendum in Western Sahara, known as MINURSO, was established to monitor the ceasefire and facilitate a referendum for the Sahrawis' right to self-determination. However, this referendum has faced numerous delays and complications, largely due to disagreements over voter eligibility and the political dynamics within Morocco and the region. One of the critical aspects of the ongoing dispute is the narrative surrounding identity and belonging. The Sahrawi people, a mix of Berber and Arab cultures, have deep historical connections to the land, while Morocco promotes a narrative of territorial integrity and national unity. The international community remains divided on recognition, with some countries supporting Morocco's claims and others advocating for the sovereignty of the Sahrawi people. Geopolitics plays a significant role in the conflict. Western Sahara is strategically important, lying adjacent to several trade routes with access to valuable resources. As such, larger global powers express differing interests in the region. Some nations favor Morocco, seeing it as an ally in addressing regional security issues, particularly concerning terrorism and migration. Additionally, foreign investments in infrastructure and fisheries from countries backing Morocco have complicated resolutions. The living conditions within Western Sahara vary significantly, with areas under Moroccan control experiencing development and economic initiatives. Conversely, the areas governed by the Polisario, often referred to as the liberated territories, face challenges such as isolation and limited resources. International humanitarian organizations often describe the living conditions in refugee camps, where many Sahrawis reside, as particularly dire. These setups are reminiscent of a time long past, where history and culture collide with the aspirations of a people seeking self-determination. Despite multiple rounds of negotiations led by the United Nations and various peace initiatives, a long-lasting solution has not been reached. The idea of autonomy within the framework of Moroccan sovereignty is proposed by some as a possible pathway forward, but many Sahrawis reject this, insisting on their right to an independent state. The ongoing dispute over Western Sahara remains emblematic of broader themes of colonial legacies, identity, and self-determination. It reflects the struggle for recognition in a complex world where politics often dictate the fate of sovereign rights. The persistence of the Sahrawi struggle acts as a reminder of the many voices that remain unheard in the geopolitical arena. As discussions and debates continue, one can only ponder the future of this region, a land marked by rich history and an uncertain fate. The nuances of Western Sahara's struggles are not merely confined to the borders of a single territory. They resonate with universal themes of freedom, identity, and the quest for belonging that are as relevant today as they have ever been. Through the labyrinth of territorial disputes and hidden political maneuvering, the reality of the Sahrawi people's aspirations continues to seek its moment in the sun, illuminating the path towards understanding and resolution. Nestled in the heart of the Balkans, Albania is a country rich in culture, history, and natural beauty. However, one of its most fascinating and lesser-known aspects is its extensive network of bunkers. As you traverse the picturesque landscapes of Albania, you may stumble upon these concrete remnants of a bygone era. What stories do they hold? What purposes do they serve? Let's dive into the intriguing secrets of Albania's bunkers. In the mid-20th century, under the leadership of Enver Hoxha, Albania embarked on an ambitious project to construct bunkers throughout the nation. It is estimated that over 700,000 bunkers were built in total, making Albania one of the most fortified countries in the world relative to its size. At first glance, these bunkers might seem like mere curiosities, but their existence reveals much about Albania's tumultuous past and the geopolitical climate of the time. Hoxha's rationale for this enormous undertaking stemmed from a combination of paranoia and a desire for military self-sufficiency. His regime, heavily influenced by the scars of World War II and the subsequent Cold War, led to a profound distrust of foreign powers. The remnants of past invasions, including those by Italy and Germany, created a climate where Hoxha believed that a fortified Albania was essential for sovereignty. Consequently, bunkers sprang up in every imaginable location, on cliffs, beaches, city streets, and even near houses. The design of these bunkers reflects both function and the unique style of the time. Most bunkers are small, concrete domes, often camouflaged with the terrain, featuring thick walls designed to withstand attacks. Some of them were equipped with escape routes and firing positions, while others were intended for communication and protection from chemical and biological threats. As a result, they served multiple purposes within the framework of national defense. While military fortifications are their primary role, bunkers went beyond mere wartime shelters. They stood as symbols of Hoxha's regime, representing not only physical protection but also ideological strength. For many Albanians, these structures became a reminder of a period filled with censorship, oppression, and isolation. People were restricted from traveling abroad, and interactions with foreigners were closely monitored. Each bunker thus became a testament to the regime's determination to maintain control, embodying the duality of fear and resilience that defined life for many Albanians. Interestingly, the bunkers have taken on new meanings since the fall of communism in the early 1990s. As the country transitioned into a democratic state, these imposing structures began to serve various purposes. Some were converted into cafes, museums, and even homes, transforming them from symbols of oppression to unique cultural landmarks. Imagine stopping for a coffee in a bunker that once served as a military outpost. These adaptations tell a story of resilience and reinvention. Visiting these bunkers is more than just exploring old concrete. It offers a deeper understanding of Albanian identity and history. Several guided tours provide insights into the bunker's construction and the impact of Hoxha's regime, allowing visitors to connect with the past in an immersive way. You might find yourself walking through the dimly lit corridors, peering into the small observation posts, and considering the lives that played out within those walls. Who stayed in these bunkers? What decisions were made in their shadows? As you travel across Albania, you will encounter different types of bunkers. Coastal bunkers, strategically positioned near the Adriatic Sea, suggest a defensive posture against potential naval invasions. Meanwhile, mountain bunkers dotting the rugged Albanian Alps signify responses to threats from the north. Each regional bunker corresponds to the historical fears and realities faced by the people living there. Your journey through Albania's bunker landscape can lead to discoveries of cultural differences too. Some regions have preserved the bunkers as poignant reminders of their past, while others have repurposed them into community spaces. This juxtaposition highlights the evolving relationship Albanians have with their history, acknowledging the past while striving to create a vibrant future. The future of these bunkers remains a topic of interest, both nationally and internationally. Some advocate for their preservation as historical artifacts, insisting that this chapter of Albania's history should not be forgotten. Others argue for their removal or further repurposing, seeing them as relics best left behind in a new era. This ongoing conversation reflects the complexities of interpreting history, memory, and identity. In conclusion, Albania's bunkers hold within them layers upon layers of stories and secrets. They are not just military installations, but also monuments to resilience, fear, and adaptation. As you traverse the diverse landscapes of this beautiful country, take a moment to ponder the countless lives these structures have witnessed. Whether serving as grim reminders of a difficult past or as symbols of a vibrant new beginning, the bunkers provide a unique lens through which to understand Albania's journey through history. In this way, they invite us all to engage with the stories of the past while considering the ways we shape our world today. The Andaman Islands, a stunning archipelago in the Bay of Bengal, have long captivated explorers, anthropologists, and travelers alike with their natural beauty and rich biodiversity. However, beyond the mesmerizing beaches, lush jungles, and vibrant coral reefs, these islands are home to some of the most isolated and mysterious tribes in the world. These hidden tribes live in harmony with nature, preserving their unique cultures and traditions, often untouched by modern civilization. One of the most famous of these tribes is the Sentinelese, who inhabit North Sentinel Island. This tribe has gained a reputation for their fierce independence and resistance to outside contact. They are known to be one of the last groups of people on Earth that have not been overtly influenced by modern society. Their way of life revolves around hunting, gathering, and fishing, and their skillful use of the island's resources showcases an incredible understanding of their environment. Although their exact numbers remain unknown, it is believed that only a few dozen individuals make up their population. This secrecy has allowed the Sentinelese to maintain their traditions and practices, creating a fascinating narrative of survival and resilience. Moving toward the Middle Andaman Islands, we come across the Jarowa tribe. Historically, the Jarowa were fierce and nomadic people, often seen roaming the forests of their territory. Today they have shown a greater willingness to engage with the outside world than the Sentinelese. However, they still maintain a strong connection to their ancestral lands. The Jarowa thrive on a lifestyle that incorporates both traditional practices and selective modern influences. Their society is organized around family groups, and they are skilled hunters and gatherers. The Jarowa use traditional crafts to create their tools, and their deep knowledge of the local flora and fauna is vital for their survival. The Ong tribe, residing on Little Andaman Island, also has a unique way of life. Historically, the Ong were a semi-nomadic group engaging in fishing and collecting wild fruits. They are known for their elaborate oral traditions that encompass legends, beliefs, and their relationship with the surrounding environment. Their ability to adapt their community practices, such as shifting from a nomadic lifestyle to more settled living while still keeping cultural identity intact, is a testament to their resilience. The Ong's skills in crafting canoes and their knowledge of fishing techniques highlight their close relationship with the ocean, showcasing the art of living sustainably. Another lesser-known tribe is the Champans, residing on Great Nicobar Island. They maintain a semi-nomadic lifestyle that relies on the rich resources of their island home. The Champans grow root vegetables and gather wild fruits, showcasing a deep connection with the land. Their forest knowledge is profound, and they have long relied on their understanding of natural habitats to sustain their needs. The Champans have largely remained hidden from the outside world, although there have been instances where they have interacted with outsiders. The customs, beliefs, and ways of life of these tribes are infinitely fascinating and provide a glimpse into a world largely untouched by modern civilization. Many of these tribes engage in rituals, dances, and oral traditions that have been passed down through generations, filled with stories of myth and the deep connection to their ancestors. They exhibit rich craftsmanship in their tools and clothing, often using materials sourced from their environment, which emphasizes their respect for nature. While the beauty of the Andaman Islands attracts countless visitors seeking pristine beaches and vibrant marine life, it is important to recognize and respect the cultures and rights of these indigenous peoples. The Indian government has taken steps to protect these tribes and their territories, establishing restricted zones to prevent outside influence and to preserve their way of life. This ensures that the tribes can continue to thrive in their natural habitats without the encroachment of modern society. These tribal communities of the Andaman Islands embody humanity's diversity, showcasing the different ways of living in harmony with nature. Their mystery and resilience are a testament to the strength of cultural identity and the importance of tradition. Although they remain hidden from the bustling world outside, their existence serves as a vital link to our past, reminding us of the myriad ways humans have adapted to life on this planet. As we delve into the wonders of the Andaman Islands and the fascinating lives of their hidden tribes, we cultivate an appreciation for the vast tapestry of human existence. Each tribe offers unique insights into survival, community, and the intricate balance between culture and nature. Their stories, whispered through the trees and the waves, inspire a deeper understanding of the world we live in, encouraging us to honor the diverse traditions that define humanity. With each tale of these mesmerizing tribes, we draw closer to understanding the importance of preserving their legacies for future generations, ensuring their stories will be told for years to come. The unknown still beckons, and the Andaman Islands remain a testament to the beauty of human resilience and the intricate dance of life that unfolds within these lush, isolated landscapes. Svalbard, a remote archipelago situated in the Arctic Ocean, is a fascinating subject of study when it comes to international diplomacy. Governed by the Svalbard Treaty of 1920, this unique region embodies complex legal frameworks and geopolitical tensions that continue to shape its status today. The treaty establishes Svalbard as a territory of Norway, but it also grants citizens of other signatory nations the right to reside and work there. This paradox creates a nuanced relationship among various states, leading to both cooperation and contention. Picture a place where the sun never sets during summer and the winter darkness envelops the land for months on end. The breathtaking landscape consists of towering mountains, sprawling glaciers, and vast tundras inhabited by a diverse array of wildlife, including polar bears and Arctic foxes. With its captivating beauty, Svalbard attracts researchers and adventurers from around the globe, but the intrigue surrounding its governance poses many questions. One of the key facets of Svalbard's diplomatic status is its non-discriminatory principle. Under the terms of the Svalbard Treaty, any citizen of the 46 signatory countries has the right to live and work on the islands without needing to be a citizen of Norway. This openness has led to an international community in Svalbard, with residents and workers hailing from various corners of the world, contributing to its rich tapestry of cultures. Imagine the complexities that emerge from such a vibrant melting pot, where diverse traditions and languages intermingle within a small, isolated territory. However, Svalbard's unique position also invites geopolitical complications. With the Arctic region gaining significance due to climate change and melting ice, nations are increasingly interested in the resources and shipping routes that open up. For example, countries like Russia have been keen on expanding their influence in the Arctic, raising concerns among other nations about territorial rights and resource extraction. The presence of military activities and infrastructure development on both sides highlights how crucial diplomacy is in maintaining peace and cooperation in this delicate arena. Despite these tensions, multilateral discussions often take place, focusing on sustainable development and environmental protection in Svalbard and the surrounding Arctic territories. The Arctic Council, made up of 8 Arctic nations, plays a pivotal role in conducting dialogues on various issues impacting the region. Picture representatives from different countries sitting around a table, negotiating and crafting agreements that balance national interests with global responsibility. The ongoing dialogue showcases how diplomacy can navigate a path through conflicting priorities while ensuring sustainable practices. Additionally, research in Svalbard has become vital in understanding climate change and monitoring environmental shifts. The archipelago is home to some of the most advanced research facilities dedicated to studying Arctic ecosystems. Scientists from around the world converge here to conduct their research, sharing data and findings that are crucial for broader global conversations on climate policy. Imagine laboratories buzzing with innovative minds, exploring solutions for today's ecological challenges. Svalbard's governance also raises discussions surrounding sovereignty and access to natural resources. While Norway exercises sovereignty over the islands, the unique rights enshrined in the Svalbard Treaty mean that the archipelago might be viewed differently in international law compared to standard territories. Fishermen, miners, and environmentalists battle for their interests, each group advocating their needs and perspectives about resource management. Visualize the debate that unfolds between those wanting to harness Svalbard's natural wealth and those caring for its unique ecosystems. Moreover, the presence of coal mines on the islands adds another layer to the complexity of Svalbard's status. The mining operations, which have existed since the early 20th century, are a remnant of the island's economic history and a source of contention in terms of environmental sustainability. What happens when economic interests collide with ecological responsibility? This question is at the heart of many diplomatic discussions surrounding the territory. It illustrates the balancing act that nations face: how to utilize resources while preserving the environment for future generations. In addition, Svalbard's unique territorial status raises questions about the long-term implications of its international agreements. As climate change alters the landscape, nations are revisiting their strategies and plans for the Arctic. The melting ice caps, for example, not only open potential shipping lanes, but also highlight the need for new diplomatic frameworks to address emerging claims and challenges. The future will likely see continued evolution in how countries approach their responsibilities and agreements regarding this fragile region. The archipelago is not just a geographical entity. It is a dynamic stage for diplomacy, where international relations are both challenged and strengthened. Every winter, as the landscapes remain blanketed in snow, these negotiations and discussions continue, perhaps unnoticed by most, yet deeply influencing the political climate of the Arctic. The subtle undertones of international cooperation, rivalry, and ongoing dialogue shape the future of Svalbard, illustrating that even the most remote places can be at the forefront of global diplomacy. In essence, Svalbard's diplomatic status embodies the contradictions and complexities of a world increasingly interconnected. It highlights the importance of respecting international law while navigating national interests in a changing climate. Just like the stunning glaciers and rugged mountains that define the landscape, the real story of Svalbard is steeped in layers of meaning, waiting to be explored by those willing to peer beneath the surface and engage with its fascinating dynamics. The archipelago stands as a testament to both our shared human ideals and the intricate interactions that define our modern world. Belize, a small yet fascinating country located on the eastern coast of Central America, is a treasure trove of ancient history and cultural richness. Particularly captivating are its Mayan sites, which invite explorers to journey through time and uncover the remnants of a civilization that flourished over a millennium ago. While Guatemala and Mexico often dominate discussions about the Maya, Belize hosts some of the lesser-known yet incredibly significant archaeological sites, each shrouded in a veil of mystery. One of the most remarkable sites is Caracol, hidden deep within the lush cloud forests of the Maya Mountains. Once a powerful city, Caracol was home to a thriving population and became one of the largest cities in the Maya world. Imagine wandering through its sprawling expanse, surrounded by towering trees and the sounds of nature. The site features an impressive temple known as Kana, or Sky Palace, which rises over 140 feet above the jungle floor. From its summit, ancient priests and rulers could gaze upon the horizon, connecting their daily lives to the celestial movements, which were incredibly significant to their culture. Traveling a bit north, you will find the site of Zunantunich. This site boasts an iconic pyramid called El Castillo, which reaches high into the sky and is adorned with intricate carvings that tell stories of rulers and deities. As you ascend the steps of El Castillo, the breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape unfold, revealing the breadth of the jungle and the beauty of the Mopan River below. This site reflects the sophistication of Mayan architecture and provides a glimpse into their complex society, where the elite displayed their power through grand structures. Another hidden gem is Lamanai, where the beauty of the site is matched only by its rich history. Set alongside the banks of the New River, Lamanai was inhabited continuously for over 3,000 years, which is a testament to its significance. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of ceremonial ball courts, temples, and stunning mask-like carvings that date back to before the Spanish conquest. The site's name, Lamanai, means submerged crocodile, a nod to the creatures that are still prevalent in the area today. Here, the connection between nature and the Mayan civilization comes alive, as you can hear the calls of howler monkeys echoing through the trees, offering a completely immersive experience. In addition to these major sites, Belize holds numerous, smaller, less visited ruins that are just as enticing. Sites like Cajalpech, nestled on a hill overlooking San Ignacio, reveal a range of architectural styles that evolved over centuries. Cajalpech features a series of plazas and temples, each telling a different story of the city's transformation. Walking through its meticulously crafted stone structures, one can sense the artisanship and the importance of community among the people who built this place. Exploring these Mayan sites allows for a unique opportunity to immerse oneself in ancient culture. Many visitors may come across the remnants of the elaborate agricultural systems that supported these bustling societies. Terraced fields and raised planting beds denote a civilization that mastered their environment, turning Belize's rich soil into a source of sustenance. Evidence of traditional crops like maize, beans, and squash revealed just how crucial agriculture was to the Mayan way of life as it enabled the growth of urban centers. Moreover, the stories engraved in stelae in the hieroglyphics on monuments convey a narrative of power, history, and religion. Each carving speaks volumes, unraveling the lives of rulers and the divine stories that guided their decisions. The artistry reflects not just their skill, but also their deep connection to their gods and the belief systems that governed their lives. Rulers depicted with elaborate garments and headdresses showcase the grandeur of their status in society, reminding us that every stone holds an era of human experience. The exploration of Belize's Mayan sites is more than just an archaeological journey. It is a deep dive into the relationship between humanity and the earth. The natural beauty of Belize complements the ruins, creating a stunning backdrop that enhances the experience. Imagine walking along paths that were once the highways of trade, with an array of wildlife surrounding you, reminding you that nature and culture are intertwined. In visiting these sites, one is encouraged to reflect on the resilience that allowed the Maya to thrive for centuries, followed by the eventual decline of many cities, perhaps due to environmental changes or social upheaval. Yet the spirit of the Maya remains vibrant among the descendants who still inhabit Belize today. They share their culture through traditional practices, music, and art, offering visitors a glimpse into a living history. As you contemplate the layers of Belize's rich Mayan heritage, consider the stories hidden in the shadows of the temples and the lives that once thrived across these lands. The ancient Mayans invite you to explore their past, to seek knowledge and understanding, and to appreciate how their legacy continues to shape the present in the beautiful land of Belize. Each visit to these sites holds the potential for discovery, an adventure into the depths of history, where every stone whispers the tales of an extraordinary civilization that shaped the world long before our time. Laos, a landlocked country in Southeast Asia, is often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors. Yet, its hidden treasures lie not only in its verdant landscapes and vibrant cultures, but also in its forgotten kingdoms, remnants of a rich tapestry of history that often escapes mainstream narratives. One of the most intriguing aspects of Laos is the Kingdom of Lan Sang, also known as the Kingdom of a Million Elephants. Founded in the 14th century, Lan Sang thrived for over 3 centuries. This kingdom was remarkable not merely for its size or wealth, but for the way it blended various cultural influences. The fusion of indigenous traditions with those brought by merchants and travelers from places like China and India contributed to a unique Lao identity. While the grandeur of Lanjang has faded into the shadows of time, the legacy remains engraved in the culture, art, and the spirit of the Lao people. Temples dot the landscape, with Wat Phu being a prime example. This ancient Khmer temple, located in the southern province of Champasak, showcases how the kingdom interacted with the broader Southeast Asian region. The structure speaks not just of the devotion to spirituality, but also of the artistic and architectural sophistication that flourished during its height. Moving from the Central Plains, we journey to the north, where the kingdom of Nan Chao once held sway over parts of present-day Laos. From the 8th to the 10th century, Nan Chao was a formidable power, controlling trade routes and exerting influence over its neighbors. It is a testament to the cultural and economic dynamism of the region, at a time when silk, spices, and precious metals flowed between empires. The influence of Nan Chao can still be seen today in the architecture and the traditions of local villages, where remnants of this illustrious past intermingle with modern life. As we delve deeper, the kingdom of Muang Sing emerges. Nestled in the mountainous region of northern Laos, Muang Sing is often veiled in mystery. Historians suggest it thrived during the 15th century and played essential roles in regional trade. The town is known to have engaged with both the Chinese and the Burmese, facilitating cultural exchanges that enriched its population. Today, Muang Sing's diverse ethnic communities continue to showcase a blend of traditions that have endured despite the passage of time. Further exploration reveals the lesser-known kingdoms that populated what is now Laos. The Kingdom of Champasak, for instance, played a significant role during the late 18th and early 19th centuries. This kingdom created a vibrant culture influenced by both Lao and Khmer traditions. It became a pivotal center of trade, linking diverse traders and communities that passed through the region. The remnants of this kingdom can be witnessed in its markets, where vibrant textiles and local crafts tell the story of a community that flourished through trade and cultural exchange. The story of these forgotten kingdoms is interwoven with the wider history of Southeast Asia, a narrative rich with conflicts, alliances, and cultural exchanges. Kingdoms often rose and fell, driven by the ebb and flow of power dynamics, yet their contributions to the region's heritage are significant. As we consider these historical legacies, one cannot overlook the impact of colonialism and how it reshaped the landscape of Laos. The French colonial period introduced new structures and systems, often overshadowing indigenous practices and histories. Despite this, the echoes of the kingdoms of Laos still resonate, preserved through oral traditions, local folklore, and the arts. Today, as we stand in the modern era, the histories of these forgotten kingdoms continue to be unearthed through archaeological efforts and scholarly research. Enthusiasts and historians venture into the lush landscapes of Laos, uncovering artifacts that narrate tales of existence, resilience, and cultural richness. Each discovery adds a layer to our understanding of this beautiful country and its people. Visitors to Laos often find it captivating not just for its natural beauty, but also for the warmth of its culture. Each visit offers the chance to immerse oneself in a land steeped in history. The richness of the Lao people's tradition, from the celebration of the Bum Pimai, the traditional New Year, to the world-renowned festival showcasing silk weaving, embodies the legacies of these ancient kingdoms. In learning about Laos and its forgotten kingdoms, we open our eyes to the incredible stories that lie beneath the surface. The intricate interplay of history, culture, and identity allows us to appreciate the depth of this stunning corner of the world, offering insights not just into the past, but into the fabric of contemporary Lao society. So as you explore the serene landscapes and vibrant communities of Laos, remember that beneath the verdant foliage and tranquil rivers lies a history that continues to breathe life into the present. The echoes of the forgotten kingdoms invite you to discover, reflect, and appreciate the stories that shaped a nation and its people. Embrace the journey into the past, and let the rich narratives of Laos inspire your understanding of this unique and beautiful land. In the heart of South America lies a country cloaked in mystery and rich with diverse cultures, Suriname. With vast stretches of unspoiled rainforest teeming with life, this nation is not only a sanctuary for countless plant and animal species, but also a cradle for the ancient traditions of its indigenous peoples. These groups have lived in harmony with the land for thousands of years, weaving intricate stories and beliefs that continue to shape their identity today. The dense jungles of Suriname are alive with legends of spirits and ancestral guides that offer wisdom and protection. The indigenous peoples, including the Arawak, Carib, and Wayana, tell tales of the forest beings who inhabit their surroundings. These beings, known as the Kuatra, are thought to be guardians of the jungle, watching over the flora and fauna while also embodying elements of the natural world. Their stories are often shared in the form of songs and rituals, passed down from generation to generation, deepening the connection between the people and the land. One fascinating aspect of Suriname's indigenous culture is their relationship with medicinal plants. The forests are filled with plants that hold healing properties, many of which are used in traditional medicine. Indigenous healers, or shamans, possess knowledge of these plants that has been accumulated over centuries. They can identify a wide variety of herbs and roots, knowing just which remedy can cure ailments or bring balance back to the body. Rooting their practices in both spiritual and physical wellness, these healers connect with the spiritual world to guide their treatments, often calling upon the spirits of their ancestors for assistance. As you stroll through the shadowy trails of these rainforests, you can almost hear the whispers of the ancestors rustling through the leaves. Certain areas are revered as sacred spaces, believed to be portals where the physical world meets the spirit realm. Indigenous communities often travel to these sites to perform rituals, honoring their lineage and seeking guidance from their forebears. These rituals can involve offerings, dances, and songs that celebrate the deep bond the people share with their ancestors and the earth. Suriname's rivers, winding and mysterious, also play a significant role in the indigenous narratives of the region. The Moroni and the Kapaname are more than mere waterways. They are lifelines that connect communities, facilitate trade, and serve as a source of myth and legend. Stories abound of mythical creatures lurking in the depths, mesmerizing fish that led lost travelers back to safety, and powerful spirits that inhabit the water, embodying the very essence of life. Each bend of the river holds a new chapter waiting to be uncovered, revealing the interplay of elemental forces that have shaped the land's culture. In addition to their deep spiritual connections, the indigenous peoples of Suriname celebrate their heritage through vibrant art and craftsmanship. Intricately woven baskets, colorful textiles, and unique carvings tell stories that reflect the history of the tribes and their relationship with nature. Each piece of art is not just a product, but a narrative, rich in symbolism and meaning, making the artistic traditions of Suriname as captivating as the landscapes themselves. Visitors to the region often seize the chance to engage with these artists, learning firsthand about the inspiration behind their creations. In recent years, there has been a growing effort among indigenous communities to share their cultural heritage with the outside world. This has led to festivals and gatherings that highlight traditional music, dance, and storytelling. These vibrant events serve as a reminder of the resilience and richness of indigenous culture in a modern world, showcasing their unique perspectives while also emphasizing the importance of maintaining harmony with nature. At the heart of Suriname's indigenous mysteries lies a profound understanding of balance and respect for the Earth's resources. The stories, traditions, and artistry of these peoples weave a rich tapestry that connects them to one another and to their ancestral past. As you venture into the jungles of Suriname, you will find that every tree, river, and rock has its story, a reminder that the mysteries of the indigenous peoples are not just tales to be told, but experiences waiting to be felt. Exploring these mysteries invites a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of life. It challenges you to look beyond the surface and consider the complex relationship between nature, spirit, and culture. The ancient wisdom embodied in the traditions of Suriname's indigenous peoples offers insights not just into their world, but also into our own. By engaging with these narratives, we begin to understand the importance of preserving the planet and the stories etched into its fabric by those who call it home. Now, as you delve into these enchanting mysteries, remember to approach with an open heart and mind. Let the stories unfold like the leaves of the towering trees, revealing the profound beauty and wisdom found within the heart of Suriname's lush jungle. Here, where the past meets the present, and where the spirit of the land sings, lies a journey unlike any other, a journey that celebrates the enduring power of indigenous culture and its deep ties to the earth. Cyprus, a picturesque island located in the eastern Mediterranean, has a rich history that dates back thousands of years. Known for its beautiful beaches, stunning archaeological sites, and vibrant culture, it is often considered a paradise for tourists. However, beneath this idyllic surface lies a complex and divided landscape that tells a story of conflict, identity, and hope. The island of Cyprus is split into two main parts, each reflecting different cultural backgrounds and political affiliations. The southern part of the island is inhabited primarily by Greek Cypriots, while the northern part is predominantly Turkish Cypriots. This division traces back to a turbulent period in the mid-20th century, stemming from ethnic tensions and geopolitical interests that brought about significant changes to the island's demographics and governance. The situation escalated in 1974 when a coup backed by Greece aimed to unite Cyprus with Greece. This led to Turkey's military intervention, effectively resulting in the northern part of the island declaring independence in 1983 under the name Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. This declaration has not been recognized by the international community. The Republic of Cyprus, on the southern side, continues to be recognized as the legitimate government of the island, leading to ongoing tensions. The border that divides the island, known as the Green Line, was originally established by the United Nations following the 1974 conflict. It stretches approximately 180 kilometers and includes checkpoints where movement is controlled. In recent years, these checkpoints have seen a degree of increased interaction between the two communities, yet the separation remains a potent symbol of the enduring divide. One might wonder how this division impacts the daily lives of the inhabitants. Families who were once living together found themselves separated by the Green Line, with relatives unable to visit one another for decades. Even today, many Cypriots refer to their neighbors with suspicion, shaped by decades of conflict and mistrust. Despite the divisions, there have been numerous efforts to bring about reconciliation and unity. Various peace talks have been initiated over the years, backed by international organizations and local advocacy groups, aiming to bridge the differences between the communities. These negotiations have showcased the willingness of many Cypriots from both sides to engage in dialogue and find common ground. Cultural exchanges offer a glimpse of hope for the future. Art, music, and food serve as bridges between the communities. For example, traditional Cypriot dishes like halloumi cheese have been enjoyed across the Green Line, promoting shared culinary heritage. Joint cultural festivals and art exhibitions have also allowed artists and performers from both sides to come together, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Education plays a crucial role in shaping the younger generation's perceptions. Initiatives that encourage interaction among school children from both sides aim to dismantle stereotypes and build friendships. Through collaborative projects, youngsters discover shared histories and aspirations, which could pave the way for a more united future. Tourism has also become a surprising factor in fostering interaction. Many visitors come to explore the island, captivated by its rich history and stunning landscapes. As tourists venture from the south to the north, they often share their experiences, dispelling myths held by locals about the, quote, other side. This movement has the potential to soften attitudes and inspire curiosity rather than division. However, challenges persist. The political landscape is still fraught with unresolved issues that complicate the reconciliation process. Some political leaders and factions continue to espouse nationalist sentiments, which can hinder progress. Trust must be carefully nurtured, and time is needed to heal the wounds of the past. The divided island of Cyprus is not merely a backdrop for conflict. It is a living tapestry woven with the stories of two peoples who share a common heritage. The complexities of its division capture the essence of human emotions, intertwined with hopes for peace and prosperity. As each side grapples with its identity, a deeper understanding that transcends politics could emerge. The future of Cyprus remains uncertain, yet glimmers of possibility persist. Whether through music, food, education, or tourism, the desire for connection is palpable. By fostering a spirit of cooperation and understanding, there is hope that the beauty of the island can be enjoyed by all its inhabitants, united as one. Cyprus stands as a reminder of the power of cultures that have developed over millennia, and as long as stories continue to be shared between its communities, the dream of unity will never be extinguished. While the island remains divided for now, the seeds of reconciliation and a brighter future may continue to grow, nurtured by the resilience and hope of its people. Nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, Nepal is a land of breathtaking landscapes and a rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. One of the most fascinating aspects of Nepal is its diverse religious practices, which often include the reverence of secret deities. In this country, spirituality is deeply intertwined with daily life, and hidden away in secluded temples and sacred shrines are many deities that may not be familiar to the outside world. Exploring the stories and significance of these secret deities reveals a profound connection between faith, nature, and the people of Nepal. The spiritual landscape of Nepal is largely influenced by a blend of Hinduism and Buddhism, with many deities worshipped across these traditions. While major deities like Vishnu and Shiva have widespread recognition, there are countless lesser-known gods and goddesses who hold significant sway over local communities. Take, for example, the deity of Gorakhnath, a revered figure among practitioners of the Nath tradition. Gorakhnath is not just a deity, he is also seen as a great yogi who embodies the path to enlightenment. His teachings resonate deeply in the close-knit mountain communities where followers seek his guidance through rituals, meditation, and offerings. One of the most enchanting aspects of Nepal's secret deities is the oral traditions that accompany their worship. In many rural villages, stories shared through generations highlight the antics and blessings of these deities. For instance, the tale of the goddess Jaya Bageshwari tells of her fierce devotion and the protective energy she bestows upon her followers. Many locals will recount how her spirit saved them in times of trouble or helped them during significant life events. These stories create a vibrant tapestry of faith that reinforces community bonds and cultural identity. Communication with the divine takes many forms in Nepal. Some deities are believed to communicate with worshippers through dreams, visions, or even in moments of profound meditation. One lesser-known deity is Bhairav, who embodies both fearsome destruction and benevolent protection. Many people turn to Bhairav in their times of need, engaging in elaborate rituals that involve offerings of rice, flowers, and sometimes even animal sacrifices. For those involved, these rituals go beyond mere cultural obligation. They are perceived as a deep and meaningful exchange with the divine. The architectural styles of Nepal also reflect the influence of secret deities. Many hidden temples, often tucked away in remote areas or smaller villages, display intricate carvings and artwork dedicated to specific deities. The local craftsmen pour their devotion into these works, believing that they channel the essence of the divine into stone and wood. For instance, the ancient temple of Kashi Vishwanath is not just an architectural marvel, but also a sanctuary for locals who come to seek blessings from the deity housed within its walls. Visitors often note the palpable sense of peace that envelops these sacred spaces, a testament to the faith that resonates throughout the land. A unique feature of Nepal's religious practices is the role of women in maintaining spiritual traditions. In many communities, women serve as the primary custodians of sacred knowledge. They pass down stories of secret deities, teach rituals, and often lead ceremonies. A striking example is the goddess Teleju, who is believed to reside in the heart of Kathmandu. Women gather at her temple, often forming tight-knit groups that share laughter, recipes, and rituals, all while upholding the sacred connection with the goddess. The strength, resilience, and nurturing spirit of women become intertwined with these divine narratives, highlighting a gender dynamic that enriches the spiritual landscape. Worship practices can be deeply personal and varied based on region, community, and individual beliefs. Some devotees create small altars in their homes, dedicating spaces to their chosen deities. They shine lamps, burn incense, and offer fruits and sweets, creating a ritual that is both intimate and sacred. These private practices allow individuals to forge a personal relationship with the divine, often providing comfort during challenging times. In the terraced hills of Nepal, agricultural deities also hold a significant place in the hearts of farmers. During planting and harvest seasons, rituals are performed to honor these deities, thanking them for their blessings and ensuring forthcoming abundance. These ceremonies often involve dances and music, expressing joy and gratitude for the sustenance the earth provides. In this way, the secret deities of agriculture become woven into the very fabric of livelihood, with every grain of rice and vegetable reflecting their blessings. Nature intertwines with spirituality in Nepal, as many deities are associated with natural elements, such as rivers, mountains, and trees. The river goddess, for instance, is revered for her life-giving waters, and locals often gather by the riverbanks to offer their prayers and seek her favor. The snow-capped peaks, too, are seen as the abodes of deities, collecting prayers and offerings from those who seek wisdom and protection. This connection to nature emphasizes the belief that the sacred is present in every facet of life, from the majestic mountains to the herbs growing in a simple backyard garden. As we delve into the rich traditions surrounding Nepal's secret deities, it becomes evident that they serve not just as figures of worship, but as essential threads weaving together the cultural fabric of the nation. Through stories, rituals, and community practices, these deities embody the hopes, fears, and dreams of the people, reflecting a spiritual journey that is both unique and universal. Exploring the intricate world of these lesser-known deities leads to a deeper understanding of Nepal's vibrant culture and the timeless connection between the divine and the earthly. Mauritania, a vast country located in West Africa, is a land of rich traditions and deep historical roots. Among the most fascinating aspects of its heritage are its ancient trade routes, which served as vital arteries of commerce and culture centuries ago. Exploring these routes reveals not just the geography of the region, but the stories of the people who traversed them, the goods that were exchanged, and the cultures that mingled along the way. The ancient trade routes of Mauritania are intricately linked to the trans-Saharan trade, a network that connected the Mediterranean world with sub-Saharan Africa. For centuries, Mauritania was a pivotal point where caravans loaded with valuable commodities would assemble before embarking on their long journeys across the arid desert. These routes were not merely paths across the sand, but lifelines that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. One of the most significant trade items that traveled these routes was salt, particularly from the famous mines of Tafilalet and the region around the city of Chinguetti. Salt was an essential commodity, valued as highly as gold in some cases. Caravan traders would haul enormous quantities of salt across the desert, trading it for other goods such as gold, ivory, and textiles. Imagine the sight of a caravan of camels, their backs laden with shimmering blocks of salt, plodding steadily through the golden sands, guided by the stars at night and the sun by day. Alongside salt, other goods such as dates and grains were important to the trade dynamics. The fertile areas around the Senegal River and the lush oases provided these staples, and they were crucial not just for survival but also for trade. The caravans would often stop in small settlements to rest and resupply, providing a glimpse into the social fabric of Mauritania. In these towns, traders and local people interacted, exchanging not only goods but also stories and traditions that enriched the cultural landscape. Chinguetti, one of Mauritania's ancient towns, was a significant stop on these trade routes. Once a major center of scholarship and trade, it housed a wealth of libraries filled with ancient manuscripts and records. As you walk through its narrow streets, you can almost feel the echoes of scholars debating philosophy, religion, and science. Chinguetti has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, retaining its historical charm and serving as a reminder of the intellectual exchanges that took place along the trade routes. Another key city is Ouaddaï, known for its strategic role in the trans-Saharan trade. Its historic buildings and remnants of ancient structures tell stories of bustling markets and vibrant community life. Traders from different regions would converge here, bringing with them distinct goods and customs, creating a melting pot of cultures. The trade routes also played a crucial role in the spread of Islam across the region. Many of the scholars traveling the routes carried not only goods, but also ideas, spreading religious beliefs and practices that would deeply influence the societies in which they reached. This intertwining of trade and faith led to the establishment of grand mosques and educational institutions, fusing the spiritual with the economic. As we look deeper into the geography of Mauritania, the landscape itself becomes a storyteller. The Sahara Desert, with its seemingly endless expanses of sand dunes, holds tales of adventure and survival. The harsh environment posed significant challenges, yet it also fostered resilience among the traders who crossed it. They developed intricate knowledge of the land, mastering navigation through both the physical and the metaphorical desert. In the modern context, remnants of these ancient trade routes continue to be explored and appreciated. They are the lifeblood of tourism that draws visitors intrigued by history, archaeology, and culture. Travelers from all over the world come to see the ancient forts, caravanserai, and trade hubs that still stand as a testament to a time when Mauritania was a focal point of trade and intellectual exchange. Today, initiatives are underway to revive interest in these historic routes and promote cultural heritage tourism. This not only fosters an appreciation for the rich history of Mauritania, but also helps to sustain local economies and provide livelihoods for communities along the routes. As you venture through the vastness of Mauritania, take a moment to imagine the lives of the traders who walked these paths long ago. Picture the sound of camel hooves on the sandy trails, the shouts of merchants bargaining over precious goods, and the sights of vibrant caravans moving through the golden sands as they carried the hopes and dreams of countless individuals. The ancient trade routes of Mauritania are not just lines on a map. They are arteries connecting past and present, bridging cultures, and fostering understanding among peoples. They remind us that trade has always been more than just an economic endeavor. It has been a way to connect with one another, to learn, and to grow. So as you explore the mysteries of Mauritania's ancient trade routes, remember that you are walking in the footsteps of history, tracing the paths that have shaped a nation and its people. Nauru is an intriguing island nation, unique in both its geography and its history. Located in the Pacific Ocean, Nauru is one of the smallest countries in the world, covering just about 21 square kilometers. Despite its size, it has garnered attention due to its wealth of phosphates. Let's explore how this tiny island transformed its natural resources into a story of wealth, mystery, and change. The heart of Nauru's wealth lies beneath its surface. Phosphate, a key ingredient in fertilizers, fuels agriculture around the globe. The discovery of phosphate on Nauru in the late 19th century turned the island into a significant player in the global mining industry. Initially sought after by European traders, the phosphate was soon recognized for its economic potential, setting off a rush that would drastically alter the island's economy and culture. The mining of phosphate began in earnest in the early 20th century. Australian, British, and New Zealand companies were among the first to exploit the phosphates of Nauru. They introduced mechanized mining techniques that made extraction faster and more efficient, extracting valuable resources with a speed that mesmerized and unnerved the local populace. The wealth generated from phosphate mining brought about rapid change, but it also raised questions about sustainability and the long-term impacts on the island's ecosystem and the lives of its inhabitants. By the 1960s, Nauru was reaping the rewards of its phosphate boom. The islanders enjoyed a standard of living that was among the highest in the world. With phosphate revenues pouring in, Nauruans invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Independence in 1968 marked a new chapter, with the island looking forward to establishing itself on the global stage. Nauru became a member of the United Nations and garnered international recognition, using its newfound wealth as leverage in international diplomacy. However, as the years passed, the consequences of phosphate mining began to surface. Continuous extraction led to significant environmental degradation, leaving scars on the landscape. By the late 1990s, reserves were beginning to dwindle, and the once bustling mining operations started to decline. The rich phosphate deposits that had brought immense wealth were being depleted, leading to economic uncertainty. The challenges faced by Nauru were emblematic of the wider issues nations confront when reliant on a singular resource for their economy. In an effort to secure a sustainable future, Nauru has explored various initiatives. With dwindling phosphate reserves, leaders turned to the establishment of alternative industries, such as fisheries and tourism. The pristine beaches, lush coral reefs, and unique bird life offer a glimpse of Nauru's natural beauty, appealing to those seeking adventure and exploration. The island's unique ecosystem, home to species found nowhere else, is a treasure that holds promise for ecotourism, which could become another source of income for the nation. Moreover, Nauru's story isn't merely about the wealth generated from phosphate, but also about its resilience and adaptability. Facing challenges head-on, the people of Nauru strive to cultivate new opportunities, proving that while the land may have changed, their spirit remains unyielding. The narrative is layered with complexity, revealing how an island nation danced with prosperity, faced the consequences of wealth, and found ways to navigate the future. The past, present, and future of Nauru intertwine in a narrative filled with rich history, economic lessons, and natural wonders. The island now stands as a testament to the cycle of resource-based economies, shedding light on the critical balance between exploitation and sustainability. For those intrigued by stories that unravel the intricate relationship between nature and economy, Nauru offers a captivating case study. In conclusion, as we reflect on Nauru's journey, we observe how a tiny island managed to amass wealth through phosphate mining and navigated the inevitable changes that followed. The island serves as a reminder of the delicate interplay between natural resource management and economic stability. As Nauru continues to explore its identity beyond phosphate, it reminds us all of the importance of innovation, sustainability, and the enduring human spirit in the face of change. The Falkland Islands, a remote archipelago located in the South Atlantic Ocean, have a complex history intertwined with issues of sovereignty, colonial legacy, and geopolitical tensions. Often shrouded in an air of mystery and conflict, the islands remain a focal point of rivalry between the United Kingdom and Argentina. The storyline of the Falkland Islands is not just about geography. It is an intricate narrative involving national identities, colonial histories, and the implications of global diplomacy. Originally inhabited by indigenous peoples, the Falklands saw their first European sighting in the 16th century. However, it wasn't until the 18th century that both Britain and Spain began to show interest in the islands. The early presence of both colonial powers laid the groundwork for a long and contentious struggle over sovereignty. By 1765, the British established a settlement on East Falkland, claiming the islands for the crown. However, the French and Spanish also had their designs on the territory, leading to a significant amount of contention and changing control. As the 19th century rolled in, the geopolitical landscape shifted. Britain reclaimed control of the islands in 1833, following a brief period of occupation by Argentina, which had declared independence from Spain in 1816. This action sparked deep-seated resentment in Argentina, which continues to consider the Falklands part of its territory. In Argentina, the islands are referred to as Las Malvinas, and this name change is just one aspect of a rich cultural narrative that includes music, art, and literature expressing the longing for the islands. Throughout the 20th century, the tensions remained, simmering beneath the surface. The Falklands were largely left undisputed for decades, becoming a quiet British territory with a small population primarily composed of descendants of British settlers. However, in 1982, hostilities erupted when the Argentine military junta, seeking to bolster nationalistic sentiment, invaded the Falkland Islands. This bold move ignited a 10-week conflict with Britain, leading to significant loss of life and a poignant reminder of the island's importance to both national identities. The aftermath of the conflict saw the return of the islands to British control, but it did not extinguish the fires of dispute. Both nations have engaged in a continued tug-of-war over the islands, resting their claims on historical precedents and sovereignty. For the United Kingdom, the Falkland Islanders' wishes are paramount. The islanders have consistently expressed a desire to remain British. This is evidenced by a 2013 referendum in which an overwhelming majority voted in favor of remaining a British overseas territory. However, this sentiment conflicts with Argentina's claim, which insists on asserting its historical rights over the islands. The dispute has also drawn in international actors, making the Falklands a symbol of larger geopolitical issues. Nations around the world have taken sides or chosen to remain neutral, further complicating an already intricate matter. The United Nations has periodically addressed the issue, encouraging dialogue and negotiation. Yet, both sides have shown hesitation to back down on their claims, keeping the issue alive on the international stage. Moreover, the Falkland Islands dispute is characterized by layers of economic interests. The waters surrounding the islands are rich in marine resources, and recent explorations have indicated potential oil reserves in the continental shelf. This discovery added another layer of complexity, making the stakes even higher. For Argentina, these resources represent not only economic potential, but also a matter of national pride. For the UK, the sustained control of such resources underlines its continued relevance in an evolving global economy. The modern-day dynamics of the Falkland Islands reflect a microcosm of post-colonial identity struggles. The islands have transformed into a place where colonial legacies continue to reverberate, and where the question of self-determination stands central. The identity of the Falkland Islanders, who have cultivated their distinct culture amidst external pressures, bears testament to resilience. They have created a society that embraces its British heritage while cultivating unique ties to the economic and ecological fabric of the region. In essence, the Falkland Islands encapsulate a legacy of conflict that is far from resolved. They serve as a reminder of the complexities involved in questions of sovereignty, national identity, and the influence of historical narratives on contemporary disputes. As the world watches, the story of the Falklands continues to unfold, reminding us that history is never merely a matter of the past. Instead, it remains a living, breathing saga that defies easy resolutions. The various layers of this dispute weave a rich tapestry that highlights the ongoing struggles in the arena of global politics, national identity, and the quest for recognition in a changing world. As we reflect on the legacy of the Falkland Islands, it invites us to consider the broader implications of territorial disputes around the globe. In many ways, the Falklands exemplify the enduring nature of national pride and the complexities of colonial influences in modern governance. The islands challenge us to ponder what identity means and how historical grievances are navigated by present-day nations. As dialogue continues and efforts to resolve these disputes evolve, the story of the Falkland Islands will remain an important chapter in understanding international relations, nationalism, and the legacies we all contend with in our quest for belonging. The legacy of the Falkland Islands is not just a narrative of conflict, it is a saga of human experience, identity, and the relentless pursuit of resolution. Eswatini, a small landlocked kingdom in southern Africa, is renowned for its rich cultural heritage and vibrant traditions. At the heart of its unique identity lies the royal family, whose customs and practices remain deeply rooted in secrecy. The monarchy of Eswatini, led by King Mswati III, is one of the last absolute monarchies in the world, and its political landscape is as intricate as the royal customs themselves. The royal customs of Eswatini are shrouded in mystery, often reflecting the values and beliefs of the Swazi people. One fascinating aspect of these customs is the reed dance, or umhlanga. This traditional ceremony takes place annually and involves thousands of young women who travel to the royal capital to present reeds to the Queen Mother. The event is characterized by vibrant displays of singing, dancing, and colorful attire, symbolizing purity and readiness for womanhood. While the reed dance is a public spectacle, the preparation and rituals involved in the event are closely guarded, known only to those directly involved in the royal family and their inner circle. Equally intriguing are the king's marriages, which further illuminate the complexity of the monarchy. King Mswati III, one of the wealthiest monarchs in Africa, is known for having multiple wives. The selection of a new wife often involves elaborate ceremonies and negotiations, with the potential bride being chosen during the reed dance. The royal family's polygamous culture can be surprising, particularly to those unfamiliar with Swazi traditions, and it serves to strengthen alliances among different clans within the kingdom. Another layer of the royal secrets lies within the intricacies of Eswatini's political system. The kingdom is unique in how power is distributed. While the king holds extensive authority, traditional councils and the Swazi people also play significant roles in the governance of the nation. This interplay of power creates a complex dynamic, where the king's decisions are sometimes influenced by the aspirations and needs of his subjects. It's a system that showcases the deep-rooted bond between the monarchy and the people, making it both a compelling and sometimes perplexing structure. Culturally, the royal family serves as a custodian of Swazi history and traditions. The significance of royal symbols, such as the lion and the Nguni kettle, reflects the nation's values. The lion, seen as a symbol of strength and leadership, is perceived as the embodiment of the king's authority. On the other hand, cattle represent wealth and status in Swazi society, further intertwining the royal family's identity with the economic fabric of the kingdom. Such symbols are not mere decorations. They tell stories that resonate with the nation's heritage and its pastoral way of life. Historically, Eswatini's royals have navigated significant shifts in the political landscape, especially during the colonial era. Understanding this history provides insight into contemporary issues facing the kingdom, including the balance of tradition and modern governance. The royalty's commitment to preserving cultural practices while adapting to a changing world exemplifies the resilience of Eswatini's identity. Yet, the enigma of the royal family goes beyond customs and political arrangements. The daily life of the royals is rarely seen by the public eye, further adding to the allure of Eswatini's monarchy. Residents and visitors alike are often left imagining the stories and events that unfold within the royal residence. The limited insight into the lives of the royals fuels curiosity and fascination, where tales of grandeur intermingle with whispers of personal challenges and triumphs. The royal family's influence also extends into cultural expressions like music and art. Royal patronage has fostered a flourishing art scene, with traditional dances, songs, and crafts gaining both national and international recognition. Artists are inspired by royal tales and heritage, transforming their experiences into creative expressions that celebrate Swazi culture. This cultural vibrancy not only enriches the kingdom, but also keeps the legacy of the royal family alive in the hearts of the people. Eswatini's royals also play a pivotal role in societal issues, such as health and education. The king's initiatives to improve healthcare access and promote education reflect a commitment to the welfare of his people. By addressing these fundamental needs, the monarchy aims to strengthen the nation as a whole, while maintaining a delicate balance between tradition and modernity. While secrets abound within the royal circles, it is essential to acknowledge the contributions of individuals and communities throughout the kingdom. The essence of Eswatini lies not just in its royals, but in the people who continue to uphold traditions, share stories, and celebrate their rich heritage. Communities across Eswatini engage in festive activities, local markets, and communal gatherings, reinforcing the bonds among families and friends. This sense of community showcases the unsung heroes of the kingdom, who keep the heart of Eswatini beating vibrant and strong. As the world evolves, so too does the narrative of Eswatini's royal family. The interplay between the royal customs and the people's aspirations continues to shape the kingdom's future. In celebrating the intricacies of these traditions and the hidden stories behind them, one gains a deeper appreciation for the resilience and richness of Eswatini's cultural tapestry, a realm where the past and the present intertwine seamlessly. Deep in the heart of southern Africa lies Zambia, a land rich in culture and natural beauty. Beyond its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant wildlife, Zambia harbors a treasure trove of prehistoric fossils, waiting to unveil the mysteries of the past. These ancient remains tell stories of life that flourished millions of years ago, connecting us to a time when gigantic creatures roamed the earth. In Zambia, paleontologists have discovered a variety of fossils that date back to different geological periods. Among these are the notable dinosaur fossils that offer clues about the Mesozoic era. Imagine standing in a vast expanse of what was once a lush, thriving habitat, where towering dinosaurs grazed on the ferns and enormous reptiles glided through the skies. The fossils unearthed here not only represent the remnants of these magnificent beings, but also provide a window into the ecosystems that existed long before humankind ever walked the earth. One of the remarkable sites in Zambia is the famous Lusaka Marl, located near the capital city of Lusaka. Here, layers of sediment signal a rich and diverse environment that once housed various species. Fossilized remains of ancient plants, animals, and even footprints tell tales of life that thrived in a once wet environment. As researchers meticulously excavate these fossils, they piece together a narrative, revealing the complex relationships among different species and how they adapted to their surroundings. Zambia is known for its large herbivores, but its fossil record suggests that even carnivorous dinosaurs once inhabited these lands. The discovery of teeth and bones belonging to various predatory species paints a picture of a food chain as complex as the modern one. It begs the question, what adaptability and strategies did these creatures employ to survive in their environments? By studying these fossils alongside the current diversity of wildlife, scientists can make inferences about evolution and the resilience of nature. The Zambian landscape holds more than just dinosaur fossils. In addition to reptiles, remnants of early mammals have also been found, including those that lived during the Paleogene period. Fossils, like the ancestors of elephants and hippos, tell us stories of life after the time of dinosaurs, a time when mammals began to flourish and diversify. The breadth of discoveries emphasizes the critical role Zambia played in the broader context of prehistoric life in Africa. Fossilization is a fascinating process in itself. Most organisms do not become fossils. It requires specific conditions for preservation. Organic material tends to decompose, but under the right circumstances, such as rapid burial under sediment and the absence of oxygen, fossils can form over millennia. Some fossils may even capture details of biological structures, allowing scientists to study the morphology and habits of ancient species. Furthermore, the excavation of fossils in Zambia is not solely a scientific pursuit. It holds cultural significance. Communities in Zambia have long viewed these ancient remains as parts of their heritage. They inspire local legends and stories that connect the past with the present. Incorporating traditional knowledge with scientific discovery enriches our understanding of these fossils. The research community is increasingly recognizing the importance of Zambia's fossil sites. With initiatives aimed at exploring and preserving these sites, scientists seek to uncover more about Zambia's prehistoric narrative. Collaborations between international paleontologists and local researchers provide opportunities for knowledge exchange and skill development, fostering a passionate community interested in Zambian natural history. Job opportunities in the field of paleontology are also expanding, as universities and institutions acknowledge the value of research in this area. As young Zambians engage with their heritage, they may find inspiration to pursue careers in science, leading to increased interest and investment in the preservation of these invaluable fossil sites. Sustainability and conservation of these fossil sites are also essential as Zambia's economy develops. Balancing the need for resource extraction with the preservation of natural and historical resources can ensure that future generations can enjoy these wonders. By valuing both the cultural significance and the scientific opportunities that these ancient remains offer, Zambia can lead in global conservation efforts. Visiting Zambia's fossil sites can be awe-inspiring. Imagine standing at the edge of a dig site, feeling the thrill of discovery as fossils emerge from the ground, waiting to share their stories. Guided tours may provide insights into the excavation process, the significance of findings, and the vibrant ecosystems of ancient times. Each fossil uncovered is not just a remnant of the past. It represents a legacy that links us all to a broader history of life on Earth. In conclusion, Zambia's prehistoric fossils are not merely remnants of the past. They serve as key to unraveling the mysteries of evolution and the interconnectedness of life over millennia. With every discovery, we get closer to understanding the world that existed long before us, fostering a deeper appreciation for the history that has shaped our planet, and inspiring a future that honors our natural heritage. As Zambia continues to reveal its geological story, the anticipation of what lies beneath the surface brings with it the promise of knowledge, adventure, and connection to a timeless history. Tuvalu, a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean, is not just a dot on the map. It is a place bursting with rich culture, history, and tradition. However, this cultural tapestry faces unprecedented challenges due to climate change. As rising sea levels threaten to submerge these islands, the very fabric of Tuvalu's identity is at stake. The people of Tuvalu have always relied heavily on their deep connection to the ocean and land. The culture is rooted in communal living, oral storytelling, and a profound respect for nature. Traditional practices, such as fishing, weaving, and dance, have been passed down through generations. Each of these activities is not merely a means of survival, they are intrinsic to the Tuvaluan identity. However, with the encroaching tide, much of this cultural heritage is at risk. Consider the traditional art of tattooing, known in Pacific cultures for its significance and beauty. In Tuvalu, tattoos are not just body art. They symbolize important life events, familial ties, and ancestral pride. However, as the youth face the reality of migration, these meaningful practices risk being lost to history. Elders have recounted the stories of their ancestors, whose tattoos carried their legacies. Yet, the younger generation, increasingly facing the pressures of leaving their homeland, may not carry those traditions with them. Another critical aspect of their culture is the practice of sharing. Tuvaluans have an age-old tradition of conviviality, where food and resources are shared within the community. This not only strengthens bonds, but also fosters a sense of belonging. Sadly, as climate change disrupts fishing patterns and agriculture, the ability to share resources is diminishing. The food that once nurtured communities is becoming scarce, which challenges an essential cultural practice. Imagine sitting under a canopy of stars, enjoying a meal together, while exchanging stories and laughter. These cherished moments may one day become memories etched in the hearts of those who leave. Language is also a key component of Tuvalu's culture. The Tuvaluan language, Te Gagana Tuvalu, is filled with rich expressions and sayings that reflect the people's understanding of their world. Each phrase is a window into the past, revealing layers of meaning related to their environment and lifestyle. However, as younger generations move away in search of better opportunities, the use of their native language declines. This loss could silence the stories, wisdom, and knowledge of generations. The unique dialects that thrive in this island paradise are at risk of fading, much like the shores of the islands themselves. Moreover, the connection to ancestral lands extends beyond mere geography. It encompasses spiritual beliefs and practices that honor the land and sea. Tuvalu's creation stories are passed down orally, weaving a narrative that connects them to their environment. These stories foster a sense of identity and belonging, intricately linking the community to their origins. Yet, as their physical homeland changes with the tides, the stories might lose their grounding. The places that once held sacred meaning may no longer exist, creating a profound sense of loss that transcends the physical. Traditional music and dance play a vital role in Tuvaluan life, often celebrating significant events like weddings or festivals. These artistic expressions are not only vibrant displays of culture, but also serve as a communal gathering point. Music and dance instill unity and pride among the Tuvaluans. Unfortunately, the effects of climate change extend to the venues where these events occur. As sea levels rise, conventional gathering spaces like beaches and community halls may be rendered unusable, taking with them the rhythm of life that has thrived for centuries. Adapting to these challenges, Tuvaluans are finding strength in remembering their past while also looking to the future. Some community members are working tirelessly to document traditional practices and oral histories, ensuring that the essence of their culture is preserved for generations to come. Workshops are being held where elders pass on skills such as weaving and traditional fishing techniques. This revival of cultural education serves as a beacon of hope amidst the challenges they face. In recent years, the global community has also begun to pay attention to Tuvalu's plight. The stories of suffering and resilience echo around the world, capturing hearts and raising awareness about climate change's impact on small island nations. Tuvaluans are not just victims, they are voices advocating for collective action. The Men's Council on Traditional Fishing Methods is just one example of how the community is coming together to create solutions while sustaining their cultural identity. By blending traditional wisdom with modern practices, they are navigating the shifting landscape created by climate change. This synthesis of past knowledge and present circumstances illustrates a powerful aspect of their culture. It is not static. It evolves while holding dear the values of their ancestors. In conclusion, Tuvalu's disappearing culture due to climate change is a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human existence and nature. With every inch the sea rises, the stories, languages, and traditions face an existential threat. However, through resilience, adaptation, and remembrance, the people of Tuvalu continue to navigate their changing world while holding on to their cultural roots. In doing so, they offer invaluable lessons on the importance of sustaining identity and community in the face of overwhelming odds, a powerful narrative that resonates far beyond their shores. Uruguay, a small nation nestled between the larger giants of Brazil and Argentina, often goes unnoticed on the grand stage of South American politics. However, this modest country possesses a quiet yet profound influence that is worthy of exploration. With a stable democracy, progressive social policies, and a commitment to human rights, Uruguay serves as a model for other nations in the region. For many, Uruguay conjures images of picturesque beaches, gaucho culture, and the vibrant capital of Montevideo. Yet, beneath this surface lies a political system characterized by a deep sense of civic engagement and democratic values. Since the early 21st century, Uruguay has become renowned for its participatory democracy, with citizens actively involved in decision-making processes. This unique approach has fostered a political culture that prioritizes dialogue and consensus over conflict, making it a beacon of stability in a region often marked by political turbulence. One of Uruguay's significant contributions to regional politics is its long-standing commitment to human rights. The country has a rich history of advocating for civil, political, and social rights. In 1985, Uruguay transitioned from a military dictatorship to a democracy, and since then, it has worked tirelessly to address past human rights violations. This dedication has earned Uruguay respect and admiration not only from its neighbors, but also on the global stage. The commitment to human rights often positions Uruguay as a moral authority in discussions surrounding social justice and governance in South America. Economically, Uruguay has adopted a model that emphasizes sustainability and social equity. Known for its innovative agricultural practices, Uruguay has successfully branded itself as a producer of high-quality organic products. This agricultural prowess allows Uruguay to exert soft power through trade relationships, particularly in the European Union and North America. By prioritizing sustainability and ethical production, Uruguay sends a message that aligns with global movements toward environmentally friendly practices. Moreover, Uruguay has made significant strides in social reforms that make it an example for other countries. The legalization of same-sex marriage in 2013 was a groundbreaking achievement that demonstrated Uruguay's progressive stance on LGBTQ+ rights. This monumental step not only provided rights to a marginalized community, but also positioned Uruguay as a liberal beacon in a continent where such issues are often contentious. Similarly, Uruguay's pioneering work in cannabis regulation has drawn international attention, inspiring debates about drug policy reform in various countries. Uruguay also plays an essential role in regional diplomacy. As a member of regional organizations such as Mercosur and the Union of South American Nations, UNASUR, Uruguay advocates for cooperative relationships among South American nations. Its diplomatic approach emphasizes negotiation and understanding rather than conflict, often serving as a mediator in disputes between larger countries. Through these platforms, Uruguay amplifies its voice, promoting dialogue and collaboration among nations that may not always see eye to eye. Additionally, Uruguay's small size can be seen as an advantage within South American politics. It enables the country to maintain an agile and flexible foreign policy that adapts to changing regional dynamics. This adaptability allows Uruguay to engage constructively with both Latin American neighbors and global powers, balancing its relationships without being drawn into larger geopolitical tensions. Culturally, Uruguay's influence is palpable. The artistic movements emanating from Montevideo, including its rich tradition of tango and canda music, contribute to the cultural tapestry of South America. The country's literature and art reflect its dynamic society and engage with themes of identity, politics, and social issues, ensuring that Uruguay remains a vital part of the cultural conversation on the continent. By promoting its cultural products abroad, Uruguay reinforces its identity and builds soft power across borders. Even in sports, Uruguay makes a significant impression. The country holds a unique place in football history, being the winner of the first ever FIFA World Cup in 1930. This sporting success not only fosters national pride, but also gives Uruguay a platform to connect with other nations through the universal language of sports, forging bonds that transcend political borders. In summary, Uruguay may not have the size of Brazil or the economic might of Argentina, but its influence in South American politics is noteworthy. Through its commitment to democracy, human rights, social reform, and regional cooperation, Uruguay exemplifies how a small nation can wield substantial power in shaping political dialogues and cultural movements. As we consider the forces that shape South American politics, it becomes clear that Uruguay's quiet strength should not be overlooked. Its understated power resonates through its actions and ideals, paving the way for a more inclusive and equitable future in the region. As Uruguay continues to navigate its unique path in the complex web of South American politics, it reminds us that true strength often lies not in dominance, but in resilience, cooperation, and the courage to lead by example. Nestled at the confluence of three nations, Paraguay's Triple Frontier is a region steeped in mystery and intrigue. This unique area, where Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina meet, boasts a complex history, vibrant culture, and a confluence of diverse influences that make it a captivating destination. Let us embark on a journey to uncover the layers of stories and experiences that this extraordinary region has to offer. The Triple Frontier encompasses the cities of Ciudad del Este in Paraguay, Foz do Iguacu in Brazil, and Puerto Iguazu in Argentina. Each of these cities contributes to a rich tapestry woven from the threads of cultural interchange. Ciudad del Este, known for its bustling markets and vibrant commerce, is one of the largest border cities in Paraguay. It is a melting pot of cultures, where the sounds of Spanish, Portuguese, and Guarani blend harmoniously in the air. You can find everything from electronics to local handicrafts, creating a whirlwind of activity that attracts visitors from all over the region. Just across the border in Brazil lies Foz do Iguacu, a city famous for the magnificent Iguacu Falls. These waterfalls, among the most stunning natural wonders in the world, cascade down in a spectacular display of nature's power. The roar of rushing water fills the air, and the mist rises, creating a magical atmosphere. Visitors can take boat tours that bring them close to the falls, soaking in the breathtaking views and the feeling of being in the heart of nature. This juxtaposition of urban energy and natural splendor presents an alluring contrast that captures the heart of many travelers. On the other side of the border, Puerto Iguazu in Argentina is a city that serves as an entry point to the Argentine side of the Iguacu National Park. Here, the lush landscapes offer a serene escape. The park is home to countless species of flora and fauna, making it a haven for wildlife enthusiasts and photographers. One can wander along the well-maintained trails, enjoying the sights and sounds of the surrounding jungle. As you explore, you might spot toucans flitting from branch to branch, or hear the cacophony of howler monkeys echoing through the trees. The diverse ecosystems found within the park showcase the incredible richness of biodiversity that thrives in the region. While the Triple Frontier is known for its natural beauty and tourist attractions, it has also garnered a reputation for lawlessness, often likened to other infamous border regions around the globe. The lack of strict enforcement of laws creates an environment where smuggling and illicit activities can flourish. This has led to a certain mystique surrounding the area, sparking curiosity and intrigue among adventurers and those with a taste for the unknown. The shadows of this reputation are at odds with the region's vibrant culture and natural wonders, creating a paradox that is particularly fascinating for those who seek to understand the dynamics at play. Culturally, the Triple Frontier is truly unique. It is a crossroads where traditions from Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina intertwine, allowing for a rich exchange of customs and practices. Festivals celebrated in one country often spill over into the others, inviting people to join in the merriment. The culinary scene is equally diverse. The flavors of traditional Paraguay cuisine blend with Brazilian barbecue and Argentine wines, resulting in a gastronomic journey that excites the taste buds. You might find yourself sampling a steaming bowl of sopa paraguaya, which is not actually a soup but a delicious cornmeal cake, or indulging in asado, a succulent barbecue that marks gatherings in the region. The people living in this tri-border area are as varied as the landscapes and cultures. Friendly locals often welcome visitors with open arms, sharing their stories and traditions. Engaging with the community can provide invaluable insight into the true essence of the Triple Frontier, beyond the curiosities of lawlessness and tourism. Local markets are perfect for mingling with residents, offering opportunities to purchase artisanal crafts, fresh produce, and other regional specialties. These interactions foster connections and create lasting memories. The history of the Triple Frontier is equally compelling. This region has witnessed significant historical events, from the era of colonial exploration to the tumultuous times of conflict and revolution. The legacy of these events is palpable in the architecture, monuments, and stories passed down through generations. Museums in the area preserve artifacts that tell tales of resilience and adaptation, reflecting the evolving identity of the people. As night falls over the Triple Frontier, the cities come alive with energy. Street vendors set up colorful stalls, music fills the air, and laughter and chatter create a lively atmosphere. People from different backgrounds come together to celebrate life, showcasing the unity that transcends borders. The vibrant nightlife offers a mix of dance clubs, cozy bars, and outdoor gatherings, where friends meet to share stories and enjoy each other's company. Ultimately, the Triple Frontier is more than just a geographical area. It is a dynamic crossroads of cultures, histories, and experiences. The complexity of this region, with its allure of the unknown, invites exploration and discovery. It challenges visitors to look beyond the surface and engage with the rich narratives that shape the lives of the people who call this place home. In conclusion, the Triple Frontier remains a land of contrasts, where the extraordinary meets the enigmatic. The beauty of its landscapes, the vibrancy of its cultures, and the complexities of its history weave together to create a truly unique experience. Embracing the spirit of adventure in this remarkable region opens doors to unforgettable memories and opportunities for deeper understanding, encouraging every traveler to uncover the many layers that define the Triple Frontier. Burundi, a small yet vibrant country located in East Africa, is renowned for its rich cultural heritage, with one of its most captivating aspects being its drumming tradition. This rhythmic art form is an integral part of Burundi's identity, resonating through the heart of its history and social fabric. The drumming heritage is not merely about music. It encapsulates stories, traditions, and the very essence of Burundian life. To understand the significance of drumming in Burundi, one must first appreciate its historical roots. Drumming in Burundi goes back centuries, with connections to royal ceremonies, rituals, and celebrations. The drums are often seen as symbols of power and unity. Traditionally, the royal drummers played a crucial role in the courts of kings, where their performances were not just entertainment, but a way to communicate and convey messages to the people. The artistry involved in crafting these drums is remarkable. The most commonly used drum in Burundi is called the ingoma. These drums are typically made from hollowed-out tree trunks, covered with tightly stretched animal skins. The craftsmanship involved in their construction is passed down through generations, ensuring that the techniques remain intact and the spirit of the drum is respected. The sound of the ingoma reverberates through the air, captivating audiences with its deep tones and energetic beats. Drumming is deeply embedded in the social fabric of Burundi. It is an essential part of many ceremonies, from weddings to funerals, marking significant life events and fostering community bonds. The drummers themselves are often viewed as community leaders or elders, carrying the responsibility of preserving and promoting traditions. Their performances are a spectacle, characterized by synchronized movements and vibrant energy that engages everyone in attendance. One significant event showcasing Burundi's drumming heritage is the Festival of the Drums, celebrated annually. This festival draws in performers and visitors from around the globe, eager to witness the mesmerizing rhythms and vibrant displays of Burundian culture. During the festival, groups of drummers come together to perform choreographed routines that reflect their community's stories, geographic origins, and cultural nuances. Such gatherings not only honor tradition, but also reinforce unity and pride among the Burundian people. Burundi's drumming is not merely a form of entertainment, it serves as a medium for storytelling. Each rhythm and beat can convey emotions, convey messages, and narrate the history of the community. For example, different drum patterns might represent specific events or themes: joy, war, harvest, or mourning. In this way, drumming becomes a voice for the voiceless, providing opportunities to share experiences and foster understanding within and outside the community. Moreover, the drumming tradition has adapted over time, merging with modern influences while maintaining its essence. Contemporary musicians often blend traditional drumming with various genres, creating innovative sounds that appeal to younger audiences. Such adaptations help keep the rich heritage of Burundian drumming alive, ensuring its relevance in a rapidly changing world. The influence of Burundi's drumming has expanded beyond its borders. It has captured the interest of artists and musicians globally, fostering collaborations that celebrate world music while respecting cultural origins. International performances have showcased the prowess of Burundian drummers, highlighting the beauty of their craft and inviting admiration from diverse audiences. As we dive deeper into the cultural mystery of Burundi's drumming heritage, we find that it is not just about the rhythmic beats, but about community, identity, and the embrace of history. The resonant sounds of the drums echo the hopes, dreams, and struggles of the Burundian people, reminding them of their roots and the strength they derive from shared traditions. In essence, the drumming heritage of Burundi is a vibrant tapestry woven through time, symbolizing the artistry, resilience, and unity of its people. It connects generations, fostering a sense of belonging in a world that often feels fragmented. Each beat tells a story, each performance honors the past, and every rhythm resonates with a future rich in culture and understanding. As the rhythms continue to pulse through the land, Burundi's drumming heritage stands as a beacon of cultural pride, inviting everyone to explore its rich history and participate in the ongoing celebration of life through sound. The drums of Burundi provide an invitation to join in a narrative enriched by centuries of tradition, where every note played and every step danced serves as a connection to the collective human experience. Vanuatu, an archipelago located in the South Pacific Ocean, is known for its stunning natural beauty, diverse cultures, and fascinating traditions. Among the many intriguing aspects of Vanuatu's cultural landscape are the cargo cults, which offer a unique glimpse into how indigenous communities interpret modernity through the lens of their ancestral beliefs. The term cargo cult refers to various religious movements that arose in Melanesia during the 19th and 20th centuries, particularly in response to the arrival of Western goods and technology. In Vanuatu, these movements are marked by a blend of indigenous spirituality and the unexpected influence of colonialism. The name cargo cult itself derives from the belief that Western goods, or cargo, are a gift from ancestral spirits or deities to be delivered to the faithful. One of the most famous cargo cults in Vanuatu is the John Frum movement, which originated on the island of Tanna. This movement is named after an American figure believed to be a divine messenger. Followers believe that John Frum will return one day, bringing with him material wealth and prosperity. In Tanna, the locals commemorate John Frum's birthday on February 15th each year, with vibrant ceremonies, dancing, and traditional music. The celebrations showcase members dressed in military-style uniforms, reminiscent of the American soldiers who once occupied the island during World War II. Attendees might march and mimic military drills, symbolizing their anticipation of John Frum's return. Another prominent cargo cult in Vanuatu is the Prince Philip movement, based on the belief that Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, is a divine being and one of their ancestors. The followers of this belief system see Prince Philip as a reincarnation of their gods, attributing to him various aspects of their culture and traditions. This unique phenomenon stems from the introduction of Western influence and symbols, which are integrated into local beliefs. Followers await the day when Prince Philip will visit their island, believing that his presence will bring them prosperity and blessings. The cargo cults are not simply about the desire for material goods, they reflect deeper sociocultural dynamics. These movements represent an adaptation to the complexities of globalization and colonialism. When Western technology and consumer goods arrived in Vanuatu, they irrevocably changed the landscape of the islands. The indigenous people found themselves grappling with the emotional and psychological impacts of these changes. In response, they reinterpreted their traditional beliefs, merging them with the new realities around them. Cargo cults often engage in rituals that invoke the spiritual power they believe is behind these goods. Some followers conduct elaborate ceremonies, including chanting, dancing, and sacrifices, aimed at attracting the cargo they expect to receive. These rituals transform the act of waiting for cargo into a communal experience, fostering a strong sense of identity and social cohesion. The ceremonies are not merely a quest for material wealth, but serve to reinforce community bonds, celebrate cultural heritage, and express cultural resilience. The presence of cargo cults in Vanuatu provides insight into the ways cultures can adapt and transform in the face of external influences. As modernity creeps in with globalization, the local population continues to embrace their traditions while intertwining them with contemporary beliefs and practices. This harmonious blending helps sustain their identities in an increasingly interconnected world. Visitors to Vanuatu often find themselves fascinated by these cargo cults and the vibrant cultures that inhabit the islands. For those interested in anthropology or cultural studies, the cargo cults provide rich material for understanding how communities negotiate their identities in an era of rapid change. The resulting dialogues between tradition and modernity generate questions about authenticity, belief, and the dynamic nature of cultural expression. In recent years, scholars and anthropologists have undertaken in-depth studies of cargo cults in Vanuatu, examining their development and ongoing relevance. These investigations dive into historical contexts, exploring how the encounter with Western cultures has shaped local beliefs and practices. Importantly, researchers also consider the perspectives of the cult followers themselves, allowing their voices to be heard in discussions about their identity, faith, and aspirations. The cargo cults of Vanuatu exemplify an extraordinary interplay of cultures that continues to evolve. Within these movements, one can see a profound respect for tradition, alongside a keen awareness of the modern world. For those who approach these topics with curiosity, the cargo cults unravel layers of meaning and offer a compelling narrative about the power of belief, the influence of external forces, and the resilience of cultural identity. Exploring Vanuatu's cargo cults not only broadens our understanding of the region, but also enriches our appreciation for the diverse tapestry of human experience. These movements illustrate that even in times of uncertainty, people strive to make sense of their world and seek connections with something larger than themselves. This vibrant history serves as a testament to the enduring nature of human belief and the ways in which cultures adapt to the complexities of existence. Such insights invite each of us to reflect on our own interpretations of modernity and tradition, and the values we hold dear in our ever-evolving lives. Greenland, a land of striking beauty and immense natural wonder, holds secrets frozen in time beneath its vast ice sheets. As we explore this remarkable place, we will uncover not only the processes behind its melting ice, but also the profound implications it has on our understanding of the planet's climate and environmental history. Picture vast expanses glistening under the Arctic sun, with towering ice formations that have stood for millennia, now revealing their hidden stories. At the heart of Greenland's majestic scenery lies its ice sheet, the second largest on Earth, covering approximately 80% of the island. This massive ice formation is not just a storehouse of frozen water, it is a valuable record of our planet's climatic past. Each layer of ice captures atmospheric conditions and provides insights into how the Earth's climate has changed over thousands of years. By drilling into these layers, scientists extract ice cores that offer remarkable snapshots of historical climate data, containing bubbles of ancient air that reveal temperature changes and greenhouse gas concentrations over time. However, recent decades have seen a startling transformation. The ice sheet is shrinking at an unprecedented rate, a phenomenon driven by rising global temperatures. As the climate warms, surface melting intensifies and glaciers more rapidly flow into the ocean. The consequences of this melting extend far beyond Greenland's shores. When the ice sheets release fresh water into the surrounding seas, it contributes to rising sea levels worldwide. Understanding this process is crucial. It affects coastal communities across the globe, making it imperative to comprehend what is happening in Greenland. Scientists studying the melting ice sheets have discovered something fascinating. As the ice retreats, it exposes hidden landscapes and ecosystems that have been locked away for ages. Beneath the ice, researchers have found ancient tundra, fossils, and even microorganisms that have survived for thousands of years. For instance, a team of scientists unearthed remnants of prehistoric vegetation that thrived in warmer conditions, offering tantalizing evidence of how life endured in Greenland's past. In addition to revealing frozen treasures, the melting ice sheets are reshaping the physical geography of Greenland itself. As ice mass decreases, the land beneath, known as isostatic rebound, begins to rise. This natural process changes the landscape, creating new lakes and altering ecosystems. Life flourishes in unexpected ways, as flora and fauna adapt to new conditions. While this transformation is an extraordinary display of nature's resilience, it also serves as a stark reminder of the rapidly shifting climate. Moreover, the accelerated melting of ice contributes to the release of previously trapped greenhouse gases, such as methane and carbon dioxide. These gases, potent contributors to global warming, have been securely held in the ice for ages. As they escape into the atmosphere, they exacerbate the challenges facing our planet. Researchers are working to understand the potential impact of these emissions, trying to predict how they may further influence our changing climate. In addressing these alarming changes, we must also consider the stories of the Inuit, the indigenous peoples of Greenland. For centuries, they have lived harmoniously with the land and ice, possessing deep knowledge and understanding of their environment. As the landscape transforms, they face unique challenges in preserving their way of life and adapting to new realities. Efforts are being made to blend traditional ecological knowledge with scientific research, enriching our collective understanding of these dramatic shifts. Greenland's melting ice sheets also present an opportunity for innovation and collaboration among nations. The effects of climate change are a global concern, uniting people across borders to find solutions. As scientists, policymakers, and communities come together, they seek to mitigate change and develop sustainable practices. The mission to protect such a critical region as Greenland underscores the importance of collective action to address environmental challenges. As we reflect on what Greenland's ice sheets reveal, it becomes clear that this magnificent landscape is more than a fragile ecosystem. It is a monumental archive of Earth's history and a barometer of our future. The secrets hidden within the ice call upon us to pay attention, to explore our relationship with the planet, and to consider the legacy we will leave for future generations. In navigating the complexities of climate change, Greenland stands as a pivotal case study. Its disappearing glaciers serve as a visual dialogue, reminding us of our shared responsibility to safeguard the environment. With every melting iceberg, new opportunities for understanding arise. As the ice exposed unveils the intricate history of climate shifts, humanity is urged to make choices that honor this planet we call home. In conclusion, Greenland is more than a geographical entity. It embodies the struggles and triumphs of our planet's climate narrative. The melting secrets of its ice sheets inspire curiosity, ignite discussions, and stimulate action. As we journey through this magnificent land, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of nature and humanity, compelling us to forge a future that respects and cherishes the fragile beauty of our world. The story of Greenland is still being written, and the secrets it shares are vital to shaping a sustainable and resilient planet. Welcome to the Comoros, an archipelago located in the azure waters of the Indian Ocean. Comprising three main islands, Grande Comore, Mohili, and Anjouan, the region is renowned not only for its stunning landscapes and rich cultural heritage, but also for its alluring marine mysteries waiting to be uncovered beneath the waves. The underwater ecosystem surrounding Comoros is truly a treasure trove of biodiversity, featuring vibrant coral reefs, colorful fish, and even the occasional whale shark. Imagine diving into crystal clear waters, where you can witness schools of tropical fish darting through the intricate coral structures. Coral reefs in this region are some of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet. They provide a habitat for countless species, some of which are found nowhere else in the world. As you descend into the depths, you may stumble across the remnants of ancient shipwrecks. These underwater relics tell stories of trade and exploration that span centuries. Picture a sunken merchant ship, now home to marine life, with its wooden beams encrusted in coral, an oasis for sea creatures. Each dive can be like walking through history, as you imagine the voyages that led to these mysterious artifacts resting below the surface. Diving in Comoros also brings the chance to encounter incredible marine life. Among its waters, you might come face to face with a hawksbill turtle gracefully gliding by. Did you know that hawksbill turtles are critically endangered? Protecting these majestic creatures is essential, and seeing them up close can deepen your appreciation for marine conservation. The interactions with such magnificent wildlife can spark a desire to further explore the marine environment. The underwater world around Comoros is not just about its vibrant fish and fascinating wrecks. It also hides unique geological formations. Coral atolls, underwater caves, and underwater pinnacles offer breathtaking visuals and exciting exploration opportunities. Each dive reveals a new chapter of the habitat's story, filled with surprises that may inspire awe and curiosity. Comoros is also a part of the migratory routes for many marine animals. Keep an eye out for dolphins riding the waves or playful manta rays dancing in the currents. Witnessing these agile creatures in their natural habitat provides a glimpse into the complex life cycles and migratory patterns of ocean dwellers. This balance of life in the ocean fosters a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of ecosystems. For the more adventurous souls, night dives reveal a different side of the ocean. Bioluminescent organisms light up the waters in a glowing dance, transforming your diving experience into something surreal. As darkness falls, the nocturnal sea creatures emerge, giving divers an unforgettable encounter with the mysterious nightlife of the ocean. Another aspect of Comoros' marine mysteries is its rich cultural history tied closely to the sea. The local communities depend on the ocean for their livelihood, from fishing to traditional boatmaking. Imagine the stories shared by fishermen as they recount their experiences on the water, showcasing the relationship between their lives and the ocean. Exploring the vibrant market towns by the coast presents an opportunity to connect with local traditions, including the preparation of seafood delicacies that have been passed down through generations. Scuba diving and snorkeling in Comoros not only offer adventure, but also a chance to witness a delicate balance of life. The ecosystem faces challenges such as climate change and pollution, emphasizing the importance of sustainable practices to protect its treasures. Every dive can serve as a reminder of the responsibility to preserve these waters for future generations, making each exploration meaningful. Dive into the pristine lagoons where vibrant marine flora thrives, creating a mesmerizing underwater garden. The play of sunlight filtering through the water creates a palette of colors that captivates the senses. With each stroke through the water, feel the weight of the world lift and immerse yourself fully in the natural beauty surrounding you. As you traverse through the islands, don't forget to explore the stunning beaches and volcanic landscapes above the surface as well. The contrast of rich green forests and deep blue seas creates an unforgettable backdrop, making Comoros an enchanting destination for all types of explorers. Whether you are a seasoned diver or just someone who enjoys the shimmering beauty of ocean life, Comoros offers an enchanting experience. With mysteries to uncover in its depths, the undercurrents of adventure await. From its unseen ecosystems to the rich history intertwined with the sea, each dive promises an exhilarating journey into a world of wonder. So prepare your gear and open your heart to the mysteries beneath the waves. The adventure of a lifetime beckons in the breathtaking waters of Comoros, where every dive creates lasting memories. As you explore, let the beauty of the underwater world and the stories it holds captivate your imagination. So many secrets lie waiting to be discovered. Every dive brings the chance to unveil a new mystery, one stroke at a time. Mongolia, a land of sweeping steppes and towering mountains, holds within its vast landscapes the remnants of powerful empires that once dominated much of Asia and beyond. Nestled between Russia and China, this ancient territory is a treasure trove of history, with secrets and stories waiting to be uncovered. As we journey through Mongolia's rich past, we will explore the lives of its great leaders, the nomadic lifestyles of its people, and the enduring mysteries that lie beneath the surface. The story of Mongolia's awe-inspiring empires begins with the rise of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century. Founded by the legendary Genghis Khan, this vast realm extended across much of Eurasia, connecting far-flung territories and peoples. Genghis Khan, originally born as Temujin, united the fractious Mongol tribes, forging a nation built on the principles of mobility, adaptability, and a keen understanding of warfare. His leadership was characterized not only by military prowess, but also by a profound sense of justice and social reform. As you traverse Mongolia's landscape, you might feel an overwhelming sense of the past. The vast rolling plains evoke the open horizons that Genghis Khan and his warriors would have traversed on horseback. These steppes were not just the backdrop of battles, they were also the cradle of a sophisticated society. The Mongols developed advanced administrative practices, communication routes, and trade networks that allowed their empire to thrive. Silk Road caravans flowed through these lands, exchanging goods and ideas, while the famed Yasa, a code of law established by Genghis Khan, laid the groundwork for governance across vast territories. In addition to the Mongol Empire, Mongolia's history is marked by other impressive dynasties. The Uyghur Khaganate, which existed much earlier, showcased the artistry and craftsmanship of its people. This empire, which flourished in the 8th and 9th centuries, is renowned for its contributions to culture and literacy. The Uyghurs developed an alphabet, and their influence can still be seen in the writing systems of many Central Asian languages today. As you journey through Mongolia, you might stumble upon ancient ruins that whisper tales of these majestic empires. Among the most notable sites is Karakorum, the ancient capital of the Mongol Empire. Established by Genghis Khan, Karakorum became the heart of trade, culture, and politics during the empire's height. Visiting this site, one can almost envision the grand palaces, the bustling markets, and the vibrant exchanges of ideas that define the everyday lives of its inhabitants. Yet, the secrets of Mongolia's history extend beyond its cities and capitals. The nomadic lifestyle, which remains integral to Mongolian culture, offers insights into the ways of life that sustained these great empires. Mongolian herders continue to practice traditional pastoralism, moving with the seasons and maintaining a deep connection to the land. This timeless way of living echoes the tenets established by Genghis Khan, emphasizing adaptability and resilience. Exploring Mongolia's lesser-known sites reveals even more about its hidden empires. The Orkhon Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is often referred to as the birthplace of Mongolia's early civilizations. Rich in archaeological finds, this valley tells the stories of ancient people who thrived in this region thousands of years ago. From engraved stones to remnants of old monuments, the valley serves as a reminder of the rich tapestry of life that has existed here. In the shadows of these magnificent remnants, you might discover the enigmas that have yet to be fully unraveled. Legends of buried treasures, whispers of lost artifacts, and myths passed down through generations create an air of mystery. For instance, tales speak of a hidden source of knowledge known as Burkhan Khaldun, revered as the sacred mountain where Genghis Khan was said to have found enlightenment. This mountain stands as a symbol of heritage and reverence, waiting for those who seek to uncover its secrets. The vast expanse of the Gobi Desert adds another layer to Mongolia's story. Known for its harsh yet captivating beauty, this remote region was once part of trade routes and encounters between empires. Fossils of dinosaurs and ancient ecosystems lie buried beneath its sands, reminding us of the world that existed long before human empires rose and fell. The desert is a stark representation of time's passage, embodying both the impermanence of empires and the resilience of nature. As the sun sets over Mongolia's horizons, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, one can't help but feel the weight of history. The stories of great leaders, legendary battles, and lost civilizations echo throughout the land. Mongolia, with its majestic landscapes and rich cultural heritage, invites you to embark on a quest through time, a journey to uncover the remnants of a powerful empire and the secrets that still dwell within its vast lands. With every step taken across the ancient soil, every whisper of the wind across the steppes, and every stunning vista, one is reminded that history is not merely a collection of tales, but an enduring legacy that shapes the present and the future. In Mongolia, the past and present intertwine, creating a narrative that is both profound and enchanting. So as you explore, take a moment to reflect on the mysteries that continue to lie beneath the surface, waiting for the next curious soul to unveil their stories. Let the spirit of Mongolia's hidden empire inspire you, and remind you of the power that lies within a rich cultural heritage.